We on live. We on live. I don't want y'all saying nothing crazy because we on live. Make sure you watch them now.
Hey, chicas!
Bienvenidos to a very special podcast. This is Kari, presented by HeyPlebes. I said this all backwards. It's okay. This is Hey Chicas, where all chismes are welcome. With us today, we have the rest of the fabulous chismosas.
Hey guys, it's Jess.
Hey guys, it's Dez.
Hey guys, it's Anette.
All right, and basically, yeah, this podcast, is just gonna be chismes, but very interesting and talk-worthy chismes.
Yeah.
All right, so so go ahead and grab your drink if you want to join us. If you're listening to us, while you're doing homework, cleaning, whatever it is, grab your hot Cheetos, whatever. We got some special drink here with us. We're not gonna say because we're not sponsored. So let's go ahead and open it up. All right, so we just kind of all met each other kind of spontaneously. But yeah, if you guys want to say a little bit about yourselves real quick before we start.
I'm a reoccurring guest on HeyPlebes. I'm Jess.
Same.
Don't use me as a soundbite. Stop.
Oh, I'm new. I am Kari's sister. So I apologize to the people who can't see us because they might get confused with our voices, but I hope they don't.
True. And I'm Kari. I've been newly invited to HeyPlebes, and last time Jess and I were on one of their episodes, and we just really vibed, and we were like, hey, let's have a Hey Chicas, and the dudes were like really up to it and to support us, so muchas gracias for that.
Thanks, Mickey. Thanks, Archie. Thanks, Huskabees.
We appreciate you. And yeah, we're just, ready to have fun, and we're gonna start spinning our chisme.
Let's go.
Pop culture edition.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, first off, we're all awkward.
First off, let's talk about WAP.
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody's heard Cardi B's hit song WAP. Who hasn't heard that song?
Yeah.
You have to be in the closet to not have heard it, you know?
We know.
I don't know.
What's the reason we're getting into it right now? It's because of all the controversy.
Because of bees like Candace Owens.
Yeah.
I don't understand why WAP is so controversial. Like, people say it's really vulgar, but every rap song ever is really vulgar.
I know, yesterday we were at Denny's, and I think you brought the To the Window. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. To the window.
And I brought up, I think it's, what's it called? Slob on my knob.
Yeah.
Every
also,
song.
Nicki Minaj's where she had, I think it's called Truffle Buffer, whatever it's called.
Truffle butter.
Truffle Butter. And
never
Lil
heard that
Wayne
song.
and Drake are on it. Drake.
That's what Drake is.
Drake. My apologies. Drake are on it, and it's pretty explicit,
Let's cancel Drake. Nobody ever claims him, and there's a reason why. Let's not claim him either.
No. I think, okay, so WAP, we all know what it stands for. And I think that the reason it came up, I don't even remember how, but we were talking about like women at the Grammys, and that just passed this weekend. And so, but more recently, actually, and we found out after last night our conversation, apparently Candace Owens, again, when this song originally came out, Candace Owens decided to open her mouth
along with a lot of other people.
And and a lot of other people who really had no say, but it happens. It's whatever.
Wow.
Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion were just like, it is what it is,
I love Megan Thee Stallion.
I don't care. We're going to still keep doing what we're doing. But yeah, and we just, I don't know, Jess, if you want to go into what Candace Owens was saying.
Yeah, I mean, right off the bat, WAP was really controversial for a lot of like right-wing politicians. I'm pretty sure when it came out, somebody, a politician from California, I think said something about this is what happens when people are raised without God and good parenting. But this morning after the Grammy performance, apparently it was too explicit for some people. Candace Owens got on Fox News and started talking about how all parents should be scared and how this is more taught in schools than mathematics or anything else, which is kind of crazy.
I'm like, who made that curriculum, huh?
I think
Exactly.
Candace Owens' whole thing is like the youth of America being influenced by WAP. What do you guys think about that?
It's like, it's not even that. Like,
No.
I think it's just that it's patriarchy. Like, the minute that women are confident in their bodies and don't give a fuck about anybody has to say and come up and doing the same thing that men are doing in media, then it's like, what are we teaching our children? You know?
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
but
I think after that though, Cardi B tweeted out something about like y'all are grown parents, you know, like
Yeah.
as a parent you can control what your
Yeah.
kid sees and want. And Cardi B has even come out saying that her daughter is not allowed to listen to her
Yeah.
music.
yeah.
I think there was an IG live where she had the song going,
And she stopped as
and then
soon
she
as she
stopped it
came
as soon
in,
as she saw her daughter come in. It was funny, yeah. But honestly, it's up to the parents. Like, they're the ones that have to control their children. Like, you know, she's not putting it on there like exclusively for the kids to watch. You know, it's literally up to the parents to have to, you know, filter that out of their kids' mass media or like.
I do think Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion specifically kind of like started an uprising, like of a lot of people being angry about women being sexual.
Yeah.
Which is weird because before this, I mean, Nicki Minaj had been doing it.
Yeah.
It really started with Trina. It started with Lil Kim in the hip hop industry.
Yeah.
And they were the four, you know, like
And Missy Elliott.
the Missy Elliott, you know, with the
Yes.
lyrics and stuff. And so,
I wasn't
you know,
around back
they
then.
were just, I mean,
I grew up with that music.
we
so.
grew up with it. I wasn't either. I'm barely 25, but you know, I really like hip hop music. I enjoy it, and I'm not like you know, freaking expert, but I do like to research things and like read about things and why things go the way they are, or etc. But yeah, I just think it's something new, and of course, with new things, people are gonna freak out, and I just think, you know, props to Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B. Keep doing what you're doing. Just being unapologetic. You know, some people will be like, oh, she's ghetto, she's dumb, or whatever. Like, you know, whatever. She's getting her money. She's
getting that bag.
She's coming up from
She
where
really
she
is.
came, and especially Megan, you know, she's actually still in school. She's in college. She's in the university. So she's getting her education while she's over here serving looks and slaying.
And
so.
I think the way that they're going about it is really respectful too, honestly, because I mean you're in a way, I mean, by this song coming out, I think they knew what kind of reaction they were gonna get before dropping it. But the way they're going about it is like, a lot of the times I'm like, if you ignore it, like they're gonna stop because what they want is attention, you know. But
Yeah.
and Cardi is like really feeding off of this. She's like, hey, like talk about it on Fox News. I need more
streams.
views, more shares.
Yeah,
Like, this
regardless,
goes
like
towards
it's
my
gonna,
brand.
it is what it is. Like it's gonna keep.
If
She's
it
gonna keep-
offends you that much, you literally just don't have to listen to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn it off.
Turn
That's
it off.
Like,
Next,
Yep.
listen to the Kid Bops version.
the more people
Yeah.
stream it, the more they get paid for
waffles
it.
and
Or that
pancakes.
instrumental medieval version.
Yeah.
I hate that.
I don't know if you guys saw, but I was online the other day and I saw some lady. She made a TikTok where she's talking about that. Her pastor asked her. He was like, "Hey, like, what does WAP mean? I hear people talking about WAP a lot, and I don't know what it stands for."
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't want to say the definition, so she's like, "Oh, it stands for worship and prayer."
No.
And then she's like, and then I thought that was the end of it, but then a
He
few
made a
days later,
song.
I got an mass email, inviting everybody for WAP Wednesday.
Oh
No.
my god.
Let's be honest. Oh,
I can't.
I'm regretting that one.
No. All right.
Yeah.
I guess we could move on. You know, I think that kind of what made us, personally me, like, you know, want to come on and have the opportunity to have like a podcast and just talk with fellow women. I don't know Annette and Jess very much, but you know, talking yesterday, we got to learn a lot about each other and just like what goes through our minds. But you know, we can really identify. There's a lot of common factors. You know, first of all, we're girls, we're women in society. Hell yeah. And then second of all, you know, we're all like in the age range, you know, from 20 to 25. And they're and we're women of color, so there's a lot of similar struggle, you know, LGBTQ as well. And so, yeah, I hope that you guys, you know, enjoy us just talking. Another thing that came up yesterday where Annette asked me, because when I came on the podcast last time and Jess and I were talking, Pick Me Girls came up.
Yeah, the guys kept asking me. They were like, "What's a pygmy girl?" Like, it's something that I guess guys don't know what it means.
Yeah.
And you can ask any girl ever, if you know, oh, like that's a pick me girl, and they'll know exactly what you're talking about. And it's just something that it's a type of person that falls under an umbrella of definitions. Like you can define it in different ways. Like, what did you guys think was like the best definition for pick me girl, or one of your definitions for it?
I guess like apparently when I explained it, some people were confused, but what I meant is pick me girl is like is a woman who like seeks men's approval and is kind of like upholding the patriarchal like standards and society. So you know, their common thing to be is like, I'm not like other women, I'm not like other girls. You know, they're trying to be like, I'm different, and I want you to know I'm different.
Yeah,
you know?
I think that's what the key is, that they try so hard to be different and to not be, I guess, basic, because being basic's bad or something.
And then they like to put down other girls. Like,
that's the main thing.
Yeah,
like shaming other girls.
I think that's what we got into the most, like yesterday.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I found this really cool article about pick me girls like yesterday. I know I was doing a bunch of research.
She's like, I was doing research. I gotta have
It's called
this
like
all.
I have it right here. It's literally called like the problem with pick me girls, and I thought like they had like really like on point kind of like opinions about it, because one of them was like it makes men feel like they're entitled to what they think is a perfect woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like the most common things would be like, oh yeah, like I like that girl. Or like a common thing to be also, it's like even in just not women, but like even in minorities, there's like pick-me's, you know, because it's like, oh, but
like Mexican Trump supporters.
Yes, exactly. Or it's like, did you get picked, honey, by Trump?
Yeah.
Did you get picked?
Like, oh God, we gonna get someone to pick you, sis.
Yeah, like it's like because you're so. I want to be picked.
Yeah, I just think the problem with that is that you just seek someone's approval so bad instead of just being yourself. Like that's something I absolutely cannot stand in a person, is when I can tell they're like being such a kiss ass.
Yeah.
Even with
I
me,
agree.
I'm just like, I know like you don't like this. Like, why are you trying so hard? Like, I'd respect you a lot more if you were just yourself.
To me, it's like so high school too. It's like, you know,
Yes.
it really comes down to the core of it, that you're not sure of yourself. You don't really know what you want. You are, you know, a little bit immature, or you in your head, you know, you don't really value yourself, because it's like, why are you working so hard to be picked by someone, you know?
Be someone else.
Or shame, you know, and then shame. That's the thing for me. When you're shaming someone else for being who you are. Like I respect women who want to be in that traditional role, or who are very religious, as long as you don't judge and shame other people like that.
Yeah.
I think it all comes down to what you said the last podcast too, is like all we want is to have a choice. Like if I want to be that traditional stay at home, like cook, clean, like, you know, with the mom type of kids, that's my choice, you know? If I don't want to be that, that's my choice too.
I think with that, going along with that, it's just that whole like cancel culture. I feel like people are afraid to have different opinions than others, because they're like, oh, like I don't want you to get mad because I don't agree with you on this topic, or wanting to be a traditional wife, you know, like that kind of stuff.
I get what you're coming from, but now that you're mentioning cancel culture, and the last episode that you were in there with the dudes, you know, a lot of you guys were kind of like, oh, it's dumb to just cancel people, like, and I like commented, I was like, you know, I think that it is dumb to just cancel people, but really what it should be, and it gets kind of like mixed up really, but what it is, it's being held accountable.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And so like that's the thing. And so it's like, if you're gonna be you know, for example, a lot of people are like the Aunt Jemima thing, you know, like if you research the history and everything, and a lot of people are like, well, her family's not even upset by it, but it's like the roots that it has is very racist. So it's just like, learn from the history, let's talk about it. And you know, like Husky had mentioned too, where it's like the Sound of Music, or what is it called, from the South? What is it called? Song of the South. Yeah. And so that one got removed Disney Plus, and like I remember talking to him about it, and he was just like why, you know, like doesn't make sense to just act like nothing happened. And I said, I totally agree. I feel like they should have put like how they do on some other movies or cartoons on Disney Plus, where it's like, this is from this era, and like we don't no longer agree with this and stuff.
I think they did that for Mulan.
Yeah. And so I think that's the thing with the cancel culture. It gets murky because, of course, like anything, it gets hijacked by people who just want attention, who want publicity. And so I think that people do deserve to be held accountable. If they need to lose business, they need to lose business, because it's not okay anymore. As a society, we keep growing and changing, and we have to keep continuing. That's just what I think.
I think also society or like businesses are so quick to put it under the rug and like just to erase it, because
especially like really big corporations.
they just like to be like, oh yeah, we're gonna drop that because of, you know, racial things. But
if you guys ever heard, because I'm gonna start talking about something locally that happened here. You guys know Skate Country.
Yeah,
right? We all know Skate Country. There was a video that came out of the Skate Country owner. I guess it was a video that her son, I don't know if it was her son or daughter, honestly, recorded, where they're like smoking weed together and they're saying the N-word.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but I mean, that came out, and I don't really saw like any repercussions or like people like kind of like, oh, like let's not
I didn't even
go
see
here.
that.
Yeah, I saw it on Twitter for a good while, just like on the local like
Tucson
Twitter,
Twitter.
Twitter pages. And it was just kind of surprising that it was like local, you know. I was like, damn, like I don't think that's happened here yet, but nothing came from it. So that's where I think it's a problem, because I think cancel culture is good as long as people,
where it's like they're actually being held accountable, not just like,
not like the social media influencers we're talking about, where it's canceled and then okay, I'm gonna come right back and do the same thing over again.
That happens too much with like celebrities like that, like even just like YouTube beauty gurus and stuff like that. Like
so annoying.
they get
how many times has James Charles, Jeffree Star, and they are still making hella money.
I've never been into like any of their like YouTube stuff or anything.
I used
like
to
that.
love Jeffree Star.
I've never been a fan of that. That's not my style of YouTube at all.
I know people who are like still into them, and I remember when his first accusation, James Charles' first accusation came out, and I was like, ew, no. I was like quick to drop him because I was just like not about it. And I had a mutual friend that like is obsessed with James Charles, and they're like, oh no, he like this and that, and like he's such a like, they were quick to like make him like a baby, kind of like excuse him.
A lot of the times too, like I know the one, the whole James, because I used to be a really big Jeffree Star fan. So when all of these things were going on at the beginning of all his like accusations of him being racist were coming around, like his defense a lot of the time was like, well, these people were like derogatory towards me, you know. So like calling him the F slur and stuff like that as he's like walking down the street. But this was like years ago. This was like thin eyebrow Jeffree Star, you know, and that was a lot of his like excuses. But it just went on and it went on, and then just more accusations and more accusations, and it's like at some point you're complicit to what's going on when you ignore and you just like
and most people do just ignore that.
And this whole thing with Shane Dawson too, like the whole, I'm sorry, but there is no way bestiality is gonna get past me.
I used to be Shane Dawson fan, not like,
and David Dobrik too. Everything
not
going
his
on with
fans
him
or anything, like not his like vlogs or anything, but I used to really watch like his like creepy videos or conspiracy theory videos.
That's when he started getting big
but
again.
I feel like I stopped watching that, and then when he got canceled, I wasn't even a fan by then, so I was like, whatever. I don't know, it's not
David
that hard.
Dobrik has been coming out with like one of his the vlog squad thing and all that. I don't remember his name. You might what's his name?
Is it the guy that
there we go.
Him.
Yeah. So basically there's a video where the guy like basically like the choice black guy of the vlog squad they were like, oh, you're gonna kiss some girls and tell us like who's a better kisser, and like they Jason ends up kissing him, which was what he didn't consent to that, you know. Not that what he was doing wasn't gross, but he didn't consent to it. And then another person who was part of the vlog squad started dating somebody who was underage, and that's when I don't know if you guys watched the H3 Frenemies podcast with Trisha Paytas. She starts talking about how she called that out and she was kicked out of the vlog squad. And then now it's coming out that there were underage girls at a party, and he asked Jason to go get them alcohol to loosen them up so that they could sleep with Dom too.
You know, when they came out, I remember them being on Vine and shit and stuff too. Like they just never gave me like good vibes.
Yeah,
I'm upset because David Dobrik was someone I was like, damn, that's because David Dobrik is DACA. He's a DACA recipient.
Wait, what?
Yeah, like so.
I didn't know he was.
I don't know. I thought he was.
So
just
like
a
at the
pure
beginning,
white
he was
boy.
just like, whoa, like really. What is that laugh?
I cannot.
He's well, obviously he's DACA, so he supported it a lot and stuff like that. And once all of this started coming up, because I used to watch David Dobrik and all this started
Dude, I
coming
was
out, and I was so
obsessed.
upset. Yeah, you have like.
I feel like
the
that's
cherry-
kind of like
the
your guys'
cherry-
generation.
Yeah, no.
I was obsessed with him when he was like first a vlogger.
Yeah.
Like he hadn't been a vlogger for
Yeah, very much
been a vlogger for that
Annette was
long.
in high school when that happened, so it's
I
okay.
remember like
Awkward.
a couple, like him on Vine. I remember his what that girl he dated,
Liza.
Oh,
Liza,
Liza
yeah.
Koshy. I liked
not
her.
have never not.
Oh, I didn't
I
really
never
like
liked
her.
her.
You didn't
She-
like her?
I never liked that
I
type of
wasn't her
YouTuber.
biggest fan just because she's kind of goes for that like cringe, super.
She
like,
was very
just makes
cringe, yeah.
faces.
Yeah,
She is.
yeah.
I remember them.
Honestly,
just Vine.
Yeah,
That's it.
I just felt like their relationship when they're like, oh yeah, we were different parts of, like when they broke up. I just felt like it was just like a whole like show, like it wasn't genuine, you know.
I think a lot of stuff with YouTubers is just show.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's like another form of TV because TV isn't like as like.
But this is so toxic.
Like
Oh
it
wait,
is
hold
now.
on. Let's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
get
yeah.
back to the
Toxic.
like allegations against them. I hadn't heard about what you're saying with the underage girl
Yeah,
stuff.
I didn't know.
But I do remember the whole Seth accusing them of like having Jason. Jason's the older guy.
Yeah,
Like,
Jason is
his-
so
Which is so
creepy.
weird. It's so
Jason is
weird.
so creepy.
Yeah, I definitely agree. They did take those like pranks, they want to call it, which is
Way too far.
Yeah, they
Jason-
took it way too far. And I don't remember exactly the details between those allegations, but when that had first happened, I'm pretty sure Seth had like been like, oh, okay, like kind of let's do it again. I don't know, to like reshoot the whole scene of him like kissing Jason. And he told them like, let's do it again, like so for the camera. And they did it like 3 times. And they took that as him being like okay with it, which I get it. Like doing it the first time at all was wrong. They should not have done
Period.
that. But why would he
Period
ask them to do it again if he was that uncomfortable with it?
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people that surround themselves with them kind of just want to drag them into drama. Because
But not only that, I'm
David-
sure if you're hanging around David Dobrik, you're getting a bag.
Yeah, and
for
like
sure.
the thing with them that I really respect about his squad, you could say, is that they don't get into drama. Like when people accuse them or like with, they just don't comment on things like that. And I like that because I feel like when you
I feel like I've seen a
You
lot of
give
them
it-
get into drama.
no, but
Yeah.
like the main people is what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Like David, do you ever see David like replying to drama and like,
Well, no,
stuff
but
like
this
that?
is a time when he should be.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree.
I
But
honestly think it could be his PR team. Like
yeah, no,
his
it's
PR
definitely
team covers
is a
him
PR
so well.
strategy.
Yeah.
But I respect that because when it's like dumb little things, you're just giving that drama value by adding fuel to that fire.
Yeah.
David Dobrik is someone who not reminds me a lot, but I feel like the type of like fame he has and the type of backlash he's getting right now is really similar to, you guys know who Tana Mojo is?
Yes.
Yeah, to when she started vlog. I hate Tana Mojo. I hate that she has a platform. I hate that she's allowed to talk in
I
front of a
could've
I
camera.
thought her
sworn you
name
were a
was
fan of hers.
Montage.
I have no idea what her name
It's
is.
Tana
That's
Mojo.
I didn't know it was
I
Tana
feel like
have
a
no idea.
millennial right now because
Do you
you
know
guys
Bella
are
Thorne?
Gen Z.
Do you know
Yeah,
Bella
you know
Thorne?
Bella Thorne?
Yeah, I know her.
She dated Bella
Yeah.
Thorne. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they did. I forgot
But
about that.
I think like it, like her, it's just put Tana
Yeah.
and
it's
then
Mojo.
Emma.
It was
That one, that one.
Montague. I thought it was Montague.
Montague.
I think it's
Montague.
spelled. It's
If you
pronounced
watch
Mojo.
any of her videos, you'll hear her say, "Hey guys, it's Tana Mojo."
Yeah,
Oh.
and she is disgusting. She's gross.
Yeah, she's so gross. I found out about her because of her, like when she made that TanaCon.
I found out about her through a video about her some guy supposedly making a rumor that he fingered her with a
With the
or, like,
toothbrush.
with a toothbrush. Yeah.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah.
That's a little.
But
it's
I remember
easy
that.
for me.
Just like she's had so many accusations against her, and even when MTV
Yeah.
made a show about her, she was
Yeah.
so bratty, such like it was
Yeah.
gross.
I can't. You know what? You know who's very unproblematic, and I love him,
Who?
Bretman Rock.
Wow, I love Brett.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know
okay,
who that
okay.
is,
I
but
follow him on
I'm
TikTok.
not-
I
I'm
follow him
not
on
into
TikTok.
know
like
him?
beauty
I do.
gurus. I know who it is, but I'm not into
I
beauty gurus, so I
only
don't
follow
follow.
He doesn't do-
brown
he doesn't do-
makeup artists.
Yeah,
He's a cutie.
He doesn't do
I-
just
yeah.
makeup now, and like his life is really him and his sister's relationship is really what
He's
made
so
him.
pretty.
Yeah.
Do you guys know
him.
his
He is
cousin?
so
his
beautiful.
cousin
He's
Justine?
gorgeous.
I don't think I've seen
wait,
his Justin Christine.
I'm pretty sure it's his cousin. Her name's Justine. I forgot what her last name is.
I don't think so.
Look up Bretman and Justine, please.
I don't. The only YouTuber that I like religiously follow right now, he used to be on Smosh. The guys might know his name. But I don't remember his name right now. And he does
only watch black YouTubers.
He does.
And they're so unproblematic, and I love them.
Yeah, same. Shout out to Jackie Aina.
Jackie Aina, Alicia Ashley, Arnett Armand.
Oh, she was in a whole bunch of drama on Twitter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are they really cousins?
No, she's canceled. Yeah, she's canceled, bruh.
She's canceled.
No. She's canceled because she actually has done
She stole.
Oh, I think she sold something to people and then took the
she
money
scammed
and never
people.
sold it and never sent it out.
And I think she said
What's her name?
something
It's
about the black
Justine
community
Bidicon?
too. So she was
like,
Bidicon,
nah.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I remember when
I
she
used
got
to
canceled.
really, really love her because she's a Filipina, you know? But no. Yeah.
I used to follow her on Twitter too. And
She did something
when all
else,
that came up, it
yeah.
was so sad.
I had her on Twitter and Instagram, but she just started getting really problematic. Like she would get into a lot of drama. And I was just like, nah.
I think the cherry on top was the whole scamming people.
Yeah.
though, yeah.
That's the only drama I've heard. I don't know what other drama she got into.
You know what I'm thinking about right now?
What?
What's up?
How before we started, Annette was like, "We're gonna get stuck speaking in English," and she was right.
Oh, es cierto.
Well, I told you guys, I unless you guys are talking to me in Spanish, I'm gonna reply in
Did we
English.
commit to making this
Wow.
bilingual,
Disculpen.
Mickey? Did we?
Sí.
Yeah, we
Sí,
did.
debemos
huevo.
hacerlo en español.
Ok, miren, ahorita lo que acaban de hablar, primero hablamos de las pick me's, las que quieren que sean escogidas, o sea
Sí.
que yo soy especial, escógeme. I'm just gonna do a quick summary. Hablamos del YouTube y
No
los...
soy como
y-
otras.
No soy como otras, soy diferente.
What's it called?
Yo no ocupo tanto maquillaje.
Soy todo natural.
Sí. Like, kind of like that.
Yeah.
Or, ay, yo no soy como otras. Ellas sí son así. Like,
Te pones
Yo
Unas
sí
postizas.
limpio, hago tu comida,
Yeah.
te
Asco.
preparo todo, te plancho la ropa.
What's that Becky G song? It's in
Yes, I
Spanish.
did
Does
the
that
cooking.
count?
Oh, I don't know.
Yes, I did the
The-
cooking. Yes, I did the cooking.
No, but she said it in Spanish.
No, que no. No?
What?
Come
Wait, what?
on. She does it with Maluma.
Oh,
She
I
talks
don't
about how
like
she doesn't
We
cook
don't
or
like
clean.
Maluma in here.
What?
Yeah.
Why don't we
Yeah.
like Maluma?
I like Maluma, but I'm just like not a fan.
Oh.
You know, like I'll listen to. I have like dos o tres canciones que sí me gustan de Maluma, pero no tantas. Pero Bad Bunny,
The love of my life.
Sí.
The love of
Bad
everybody's
Bunny.
life.
Yes.
Even if you
Yeah.
hate Bad Bunny, he
Yeah.
loves you.
he loves
Bad Bunny.
it. Yeah, Bad Bunny.
You guys,
Bad
have you guys
Bad Bunny,
ever
baby.
nunca vieron like there's like a TikTok page. It's called 2020 Vision,
Mhm.
and they like predicted every famous person's
I have
death.
not seen that.
What?
Please do not tell
I
me they
saw
predicted
that.
his
They
death.
predicted Bad Bunny's death this year.
No.
This
And
year.
last year they
I
got
will
like
cry.
Kobe. Wait, who?
Kobe
What's that
Bryant.
basketball player that
Kobe
died? Yeah, him.
Bryant.
him.
That's
They
kind of
What's that
offensive.
basketball
R.I.P.
player's name?
Perdón,
Jessica,
perdón a
that's
todos
like
que
the
aman a
basketball
Kobe.
player.
Yeah.
Forgive me,
basketball
amiga.
No.
Dude, you don't have to be a basketball fan to know
Yeah.
who Kobe Bryant is.
Yeah.
So supposedly the first death was supposed to be Tyga this month.
Oh, but it doesn't.
Has Tyga died yet? I haven't. Who?
Tyga died yet.
Hasn't happened.
Let's go kill him. We'll
blocked.
make this legit.
Wait,
Stop!
no, please. Okay, it's a joke, you guys.
Allegedly.
I hope everyone, it's a joke.
It's a prank.
It's a prank.
They're
For
like,
legal purposes, whatever you say is a joke.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually looked up this YouTube channel because it's a YouTube channel.
yeah.
And like for every person that dies, supposedly they have a YouTube video. But what's weird about it is that like every death that they predicted for 2020, the videos went up in like 2017.
Yeah.
And like they were right because everyone
Yeah.
that died in the videos died in 2020.
That's
And
crazy.
like it would just say the name. It doesn't say anything else. You click on it and it's just an eye
Yeah.
blinking or something.
When I
like
saw the
that.
video and I saw Bad
That's
Bunny, I
so
had to pause and be
creepy.
like, no, I don't believe this. This is wrong.
I don't know. We'll see. If he dies, then he dies. What are
Also,
you gonna
Donald
do?
Trump was on that
I'm gonna
list.
cry.
But whatever.
Oh yeah, I saw Donald Trump on the
He's
He's
list.
supposed to die this year?
Yeah. Sometimes I think it was in September or something like that.
Well, I hope it does.
Oh, wait,
happen.
I think it's
No,
the first
just look
one.
up 2021 vision.
Yeah, I mean,
But everybody's getting all scared with it.
Prince
Betty
Philip,
White?
I mean, those are...
Betty
White is old.
If she dies, it's her time. Like it's okay.
it's her
Yeah, this
time.
kid
She
is-
lived a
Descanse en
good
paz.
life. She's older than sliced
Yeah.
bread.
There's a
99.
documentary about her.
No, I'm not kidding. Sliced
The
bread came out like
descriptions?
3 years after she was born.
I love the descriptions. Prince Philip,
Golden
Duke of Edinburgh,
girl.
casual racist.
Who's
Betty White,
casual
golden girl.
racist?
Prince Philip.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, casual racist.
dude,
Stop.
Prince Philip looks dead already. He looks like
yeah.
he's a
He's
body
all
that's
gray.
like overdue.
He looks like a corpse.
Disgusting.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
really like
Zombie
wrinkly and
vibes.
gray.
How dare you? She's a nice lady.
As we're going, as we're talking about everything, like, just different things to keep coming up to my head. Like you said, Prince Philip, but I started, like, thinking about that Meghan Markle. Like,
Guys, today I saw someone who looked exactly like, what's his name? Harry and what's his brother? His brother, the prince.
William.
Harry and William combined. I kid you not.
Did he have hair?
He had Prince William's, like, balding, blonde hair, but his beard was red like Harry's. And he looked like both of them. I was tripping out. I was like, I made my sister look at him. I was like, come look at this guy.
A picture.
I should have, but
Pixar
I was just
didn't
like,
happen.
What?
Oh, yeah. Go down.
Bader
Do they have, like, any of, like, the list? Oh, I hate them. Why don't they list it?
Kobe Bryant, R.I.P.
Should we move on?
Yes, let's move on.
Let's move on.
Yeah,
let's move on.
Moving on.
¿Qué sigue en la lista?
You know what? I'm just gonna ask you guys again.
go.
Have you guys had, like, personal experiences with pick-me girls?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
what's an
Too
experience
many.
with the pick-me girl that you've had that, like, a guy just wouldn't understand? Because I feel like pick-me girls, guys don't get it. I'll be like, I don't like her because she's such a pick-me girl.
Yes, and then they're like,
they're
"Tú no me haces
she's
bien
so
sangrona."
nice. How do you not like her? She's so nice. She kisses my ass all the time.
Literally.
Pretty much.
Oh,
Like, someone please give me an example.
I have an experience
Go
where
ahead.
it was
Share-
years
share
ago
it.
actually now, but we happened to be playing a game, and the word "cum" came up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it
And-
wasn't it? What is that? Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah.
And somebody was like, "What is that? I've never heard of that. Like, cum? What's that? What is that, guys? Can you, like, explain it?" And everybody started.
I gotta
Why
go.
are you
I gotta
laughing?
go.
Why are you
She's like,
laughing?
what's cum? I'm a visual learner, by the way.
No.
Oh, wait, same though. No, I'm not kidding, but same.
I'm leaving, Mom. Sorry.
Sorry. I'm so sorry, Dad.
Le dije a mi mami que escuchara este podcast.
Shout out to mi mamá.
Shout out to mi mami.
Somebody shows this to my dad, so I'm sorry, Dad.
Yeah.
Well, I've had experiences like that with pick-me girls that to me it's just like I'm just dumbfounded with them because, like, girl, you be switching up so quick.
It's just that internalized misogyny that you don't know that you're perpetuating to
real.
that. I will be honest, and I will say 15-year-old me was a pick-me girl because I was in a youth group, Catholic youth group, and I would judge other girls who didn't fit to that standard that they were putting in my head about what a good young lady should be.
Yeah. When you're in church, it's so easy to be a pick-me girl.
Yes, queen.
Habla español, ok. Para hacer una... ¿Cómo traducirías esa frase? Soy una escogida. No seas una escogida.
I don't know how to say
Quiero
it.
la atención y quiero que todos los hombres me quieran a mí, solamente a mí.
Que realmente eres una mujer que tiene internamente ese machismo
Yeah.
Que vive por la atención.
y vive para la atención del hombre. Entonces,
sí.
por ejemplo, ay, tú no cocinas todos los días, así
No.
como, ay, así como te miran como, qué floja. O
Te pones maquillaje,
te
yo no me
maquillas,
pongo maquillaje.
ajá, sí, por
Sí.
ejemplo, ¿qué otra cosa? O tú no quieres darle pecho a tu hijo, wow, qué mala madre, like así.
Que hace alguien de menos por hacer las cosas
That was a really good
diferentes.
example.
Yeah.
The breastfeeding.
That's mom shaming is a
Yeah.
big thing for that.
Cool.
Dude, I'm telling you, I've had so many experiences with pick-me girls that I can go on about
Son
it.
muchos.
But I think
Sí.
the biggest experience that I was just like, are you kidding me? Was when I was telling Jess about it the other day. I had bought Birkenstocks, and Birkenstocks are like, everybody knows what Birkenstocks are. I'm sure you've seen everybody wear
I'm wearing
chanclas.
bootleg ones right now.
Yeah,
¿Dónde las
I'm sure
compraste?
you go to
Walmart.
anywhere, you go out anywhere, and you will
Walmart.
see somebody wearing them, or like Doc Martens and stuff. And me and my friend, we always wear Birkenstocks. They're really comfortable. And this girl came up to us, and every single time we would wear Birkenstocks, because we would see her on and off again,
Nice.
she would always be like, "Oh, like, you guys wear Birkenstocks? Those shoes are so ugly. Like, I don't know why you
You're
guys
so
like them.
basic.
So manly.
You guys are so basic."
In their defense, walk down freaking the sorority groups at the university, and yeah.
Sí,
That's
eso,
literally all they
okay,
wear.
yo
I
quiero
don't mind being
confesar
basic.
que
I don't mind being
antes
basic.
no me gustaba los Birkenstocks y yo estaba como, ay, no los quiero usar
I
porque
love them.
las güerías los usan, son no.
Están muy
En el-
cómodos.
en la-
I love
en
them,
la
but the
universidad.
$100 like price tag, I'm like,
No,
dude,
Yeah,
mejor
no.
el
Sandals?
arroz a $15.
But my mentality that broke cuando en el Navidad mi mami me compró unos, pero they were Walmart version y los
I have
amé
Walmart versions.
tanto. No se me tanto. So
Sorry,
I was
Annette,
like,
I interrupted you. Go ahead.
No, so go ahead. But they're comfortable. If you guys ever actually get some real ones, they're super comfortable.
yeah, the ones were
I haven't tried other ones, but they're really comfortable. And this girl straight up tells me, she's like, you wear Birkenstocks? Like, that's so basic. They're so ugly. And she would say the same thing about my Doc Martens. She'd be like, ew, those shoes are so bulky. They make your feet look huge.
Bulky?
Yeah.
bulky.
Bulk, like
Bulky.
Oh,
Grande.
bulky.
Oh.
I thought you said bulky. I'm
I
like,
heard-
what's
yeah, I
bulky?
heard
Oh, no, bulky. Like,
Bulky.
thick.
Yeah.
And she's like, they make your feet look big. They're so ugly. And then I kidding out, like, a few weeks later, like, guess who comes in wearing Birkenstocks and Doc Martens, like, later on.
I
And I
love
was
Doc
like,
Martens.
wait a minute.
I love them so much.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Didn't you just say those were ugly and bulky or whatever?
Make it make sense.
yeah.
Make it make
I love
sense.
chunky shoes.
I don't know. To me, that was just a big, like, oh, like, now that they're super popular and everywhere you want them to. Like, are you kidding me?
Boo, you whore.
You know what,
real.
Kari, when
Yeah.
you were talking about the whole like you being a pick me girl, that's so crazy. I'm like starting to think about it now, and I'm like,
Analyze it.
don't you think like all? I'm sorry, y'all, but don't you think like all religions are pick me religions?
Yes, they are.
Because
sí,
like I
claro.
don't know. If
The
you
literally thing is like, somos los escogidos.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's not only that. Like a lot of, I'm gonna be real honest right now, and if I meet somebody who doesn't practice Christianity, doesn't care about Christianity, I can't force you to believe what I believe. I can't
Yeah.
force you to do what I
Which
think
is
you
how it
should
should
do.
be, yeah.
Because just the way that you respect that, the way I practice what I believe in, I have to respect the way you don't. You know, and I don't know. You kind of, religions are picking religions.
Yeah.
They are. And I just, you know, I have this conversation. I've had it with Husky before where I believe in God and I consider myself a spiritual person, but I just don't like how certain, I guess, because I grew up Catholic and Christian Catholic, and just how institutionalized it is. If they would come out and accept all the nasty things that they've done
Yeah.
and been like, we can do better, then I would be like, okay, I'll be Catholic, but like I'll go and practice my religion again. But they're not going to do that ever because there's a lot of factors involved. The same with all the other Christian religions that, you know, come up. There's some non-denominational, you know, that will come up. It will, you know, they're LGBTQ friendly. They are, you know, anti-racism and all that, and is also support feminism. And so I just haven't found them. But even then, it's like people still want. Lo que yo he experimentado con las religiones, porque no tan solo pues crecí católica, pero también traté en otra iglesia cristiana, y no voy a basar mis dos experiencias como que, todas son así, ¿verdad? Que no. Y tampoco voy a juzgar a las personas que todavía lo practican, pero en mi experiencia y lo que yo pienso, que la gente realmente no va allí por Dios, sino que por el mismo ego de ellos mismos, de querer sentirse de que ellos tienen control sobre otras personas. Okay, los pastores, los sacerdotes, incluso los misioneros que llegan, you know, like, que por ejemplo que son líderes en la iglesia, por ejemplo en una iglesia católica, y les gusta controlar a otras personas. Entonces, o sea, no, por eso yo me alejé de mi iglesia, porque todo eran discusiones entre adultos, y no querían realmente escuchar a los jóvenes, y según les duele que la iglesia esté perdiendo a los jóvenes. ¿Y por qué? Porque nosotros estamos pensando como una mente más abierta, de sí querer ser como Jesús y amar a las personas, pero ellos realmente no están pensando en eso. Entonces dije, no, for me, no.
I mean, even just like going back to what you said, like missionaries and stuff like that. I don't know if you saw, but I saw like a news article. I'm not gonna say that this is factual because I saw it a long time ago, about missionaries going to Africa, like and they were baptizing people and promising them food and clothes and stuff like that. So I'm like, this is just
That's bribing.
Yeah, y va para donde lo que digo la última vez. Like, si yo estoy en un grupo de amigas y ellas son racistas, les gustan andar diciendo cosas, yo no participo, pero yo lo ignoro y me sigo juntando con ellas, I'm complicit. You know, es lo mismo en la iglesia.
Sí.
Si ustedes van a estar no quieren aceptar a la gente, you're gonna kick people out because they believe different and because you can't change their mind, I'm complicit, you know.
Está siendo parte de como, al no decir algo o alejarte, para esas personas no van a ver que tienen ningún problema. Incluso a veces, aunque ellos queden mismo solos, o sea, han ocasionado que la gente se alejen de él o ella, whatever, incluso a veces ni así van a entender que por su manera de pensar es que las personas se alejan.
¿Y cuántas veces no has oído gente decir que ellos no creen en Dios o que no creen en la iglesia por las experiencias que han pasado con gente de la iglesia?
Sí. Y yo lo que por eso, yo he tenido muchas experiencias en mi vida horribles, que yo creo en Dios, yo creo en un poder supremo que obviamente me ha estado cuidando, me ha dado la razón de vivir, me hace pensar y que cada quien tiene su propósito, cada quien tiene su camino de vida y por qué tienes que vivir cierta cosa y por qué conoces ciertas personas. Entonces, that's just... En un mundo ideal me gustaría tener una iglesia que pensara así.
Wow.
That's a really good way of explaining it.
Yeah.
Sí.
I'm like, I have personal experience with that. Mi papá lo diagnosticaron con leucemia hace 2 años.
Sí.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was like, era una leucemia que ya era muy avanzada. But the remission for it, like the rate was really high too. Like people survived it a lot. But en la posición que mi papá estaba, we were like really tight on money. My dad didn't have like good insurance. So, pero like the grace of God, like I can't ever deny the existence of God. I can't ever deny that God hasn't helped my family, because he has in ways that are like unimaginable, but it comes down to where I'm congregating. That's the problem sometimes.
Yeah.
Whoa, we got really
Entiendo.
deep into this.
Entiendo. And that's just like something that, might come up, honestly, because it's a common thing. And as we're growing up, I remember being 18, 17, and even 19. And of course, to now, I think very differently. He pensado, lo que yo trato de mantener ahorita siempre es una mente abierta y mantener siempre la manera de tener conversaciones con personas y tratar de
Como
realmente
adultos.
tratar de realmente escuchar a la persona, no nomás estar hable y hable y hable, porque de alguien vas a aprender cada cosa, pues, y sí.
Sí.
I'm a Christian.
I like that
Bonito,
soundbite.
bonito.
You have a soundbite for that?
La próxima cosa que queríamos hablar también, que nos iba a sorprender un poco a Annette, era la industria del sexo.
Oh, antes de
Can you put up the
de
LG
tocar ese-
soundbite? Sex. When he does that. Sorry.
Yo tuve sexo.
¡Tuvo sexo!
Hey, I resent that. I don't like that.
Oh, yes.
I think that's my
Sorry.
favorite
Antes de
Hey
tocar
Plebes
ese-
soundbite.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Antes de tocar ese tema, nomás quería hablar sobre la vida de un hombre comparada a la vida de una mujer.
Mhm.
Porque,
Oh, okay.
pues, aquí somos 4 mujeres. Tenemos a LG también, un hombre.
Un hombre.
Un hombre.
Un hombre.
Hi.
Medio hombre.
Medio
Medio hombre.
No.
Hey, girlfriends.
No, he's a
Okay.
valid man, all right?
Valid.
Valid man.
Speak up, because you're the only man in this conversation.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to let you guys, do your thing.
Y apreciamos eso,
Sí.
gracias.
Yeah,
Gracias
you
mucho.
respectful king.
Yeah.
We stand.
We stand.
Darn.
I'm making you guys look really good on the video.
Oh, nos puso filtro.
Yeah.
No, nomás quería decir que hay veces le digo a alguien como con Mickey, le digo, ay, no quiero ir a la gasolinera en la noche porque me da miedo o algo
sola.
así. Sí, no quiero ir sola. Y dice, ay, no entiende por qué. Porque él anda por todas partes solo todo el día y toda la noche.
Just strutting around.
Yes.
Dressing like that, asking for it.
Yeah,
Oh,
he does. He
yeah.
really be asking for it.
Didn't he have ripped jeans? He was definitely asking
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Those
has,
work
he has that
Yeah,
like
he was showing the
construction look.
knees. He was
At
showing
Home
the knees.
Depot, he's asking.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was showing his elbows too, y'all. He was gonna
And
get
that
it.
V-neck.
He's just
Yeah,
asking for it,
yeah.
He
huh?
was asking for it.
It's something that's really frustrating to me, how men don't understand that we don't live the same life. Like, you don't get it. You really don't get it at all. And I don't know. I'm sure you guys have had experience like that where you're out and
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
and somebody straight up like assaults you.
Straight up.
Straight up.
Yo tengo unas
Let's
cuantas
be
historias.
honest. I have 10 fingers and that's not enough.
Ugh.
Can you guys share something of that? Because I
Claro
want the
que
men
sí.
listening to this. Quiero que los hombres que estén escuchando
Should we go like dun, dun,
entiendan.
dun, dun?
Yeah.
let's start with Jess.
Entiendan
Are we gonna
que-
feel bad about this?
I hope so.
I
Yeah,
hope
I
so.
hope
Just to
so.
be
Feel
more
bad about
conscious.
being a man.
And then I
Yeah.
want, and
I
then,
think LG is a more
And then-
pero miren,
female conscious man here.
Listen up. You're gonna love
And
this.
husky.
LOL. Thank you.
listen
You're
up.
not welcome.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Después de que digamos lo que vamos a decir, quiero que Husky ponga el post que mandó Sarita. I'm
Oh.
sorry, Dez.
You better cut that. You
No,
better cut
this
that.
isn't getting edited.
We're gonna go beep.
Okay, so anyway, the post de not that one, the...
She sent
¿Sí
it
se
to
lo
you on
mandaste?
IG.
Sí, se lo mandé en IG and Instagram.
Do you want me to
Es
put it
un
on the
change.
notes?
¿Quieres que lo
No
hago?
puedes. Okay,
Okay,
ahorita,
well,
lo va,
you can put it right
ahorita
now.
lo va a poner Jess, pero si quieres empezamos con Annette,
Así, mira.
entonces.
Oh, I'll start?
Ya,
Okay.
y de ahí para que Jess tenga tiempo de poner eso. So vamos a hablar de esas
Okay, I'm
experiencias de
thinking.
donde nos han
Sí.
acosado,
Okay.
¿ok?
Listen up. You're gonna
Sí,
love
te lo
this.
mando en IG.
Yeah, send it to me, please.
Ajá,
Okay,
sí,
so
ahorita.
I'm somebody that loves to look at to watch creepy videos on YouTube or read stories on Reddit of oh, something super creepy happened to me the other day. And I love reading that. I love reading or watching stuff about sex trafficking and stuff. I just like to be aware. If there's this interesting method that people use to kidnap someone, I like to know because I don't want to be that person that doesn't live to tell the story, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I've heard different ones. I don't know if you guys have heard that if there's something, some people put money on your windshield wipers
Oh, sí.
to distract
I'd
you.
fall for that.
Honestly. And
Dinero, zip ties.
and I never
flyers.
something actually did happen to me where there was something on my windshield wiper.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't alone. I was with Mickey and one of my friends, Susie. And I told them, I was like, well, somebody put it was a napkin on my windshield. And I was like, what is that? And I didn't want to get off to get it. And then my friends were like, oh, I'll go get it. So Susie went and grabbed it. And no, it was just somebody letting me know they hit my car while it was parked. You dumbass. But
The fact that you got
okay?
yeah, I got
scared.
scared.
Yeah.
I just got scared because I was like, I'm not gonna go grab that. What if there's something on it or something? But stuff like that happens to me all the time. I have had a zip tie put on the tire of my car, which was really scary. And after that, I was scared to be out on my own because I'm always out on my own. I'll be out just exploring, just doing whatever, and it sucks to feel
Just
you
existing.
can't do that. Yeah, I just can't exist.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Yeah,
And it sucks.
it does. It's just
Yeah.
a constant, es constantemente que estás pensando estás como ansioso, pues.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Pero sí.
No
Sí.
puedes andar a gusto estar sin tener miedo, pues.
Who next?
Si es tu historia la que contaste anoche, o ibas a contar otra.
Iba, pues,
Porque si es la de la que contaste
No,
anoche,
no,
we
no
can
lo voy.
save it for after this.
sí, no voy a hablar de esa todavía.
ok.
Pero en mi experiencia, pues, a mí, como no, someone hasn't physically, approached me, just walking, but, I've had, moments, when I'm kind of, vulnerable, I guess, in a vulnerable setting, when I was, drunk, I've gone, assaulted, and in a moment because I was intoxicated, I let it happen. I've had that happen. But I am paranoid and I'm always checking when I get in my car and especially when I was living or I was in the university at U of A, I definitely would have late nights at the library and leaving. I'd always check. I'd ask some friends sometimes if I can be on the phone with them just to make sure, to have someone as a witness if something happened to me. Whenever I get to the garage, I'd always check my whole car, and I'd always check the windshield. And if I ever saw paper, I'd panic. I was like, oh, or a sticker or anything. I'd be like, And part of it is what if I get a ticket? Another part is more someone can abduct me or is it abduct?
Sorry, she said a duck.
Abduct me.
Abduct.
Abduct.
Yeah, it's abduct.
Abduct?
Abduct.
I can't. Say
Ab.
that. Ab?
Just kidnap.
Duct.
They can
Kidnap. Yeah,
you.
they can kidnap me.
Okay.
That's what she said.
Thanks.
Thanks,
Um,
Michael Scott.
Thanks, Michael Scott. I can't even say
Sorry,
it.
Michael
Funny.
Scorn.
But yeah, I've just had that procedure, but for me, it actually happened when I was vulnerable. Like I was like drunk. And luckily I had a friend, and I told the friend, I was like, hey, can you make sure that like this person doesn't come near me? And like, I don't want them to have contact with me, like just be around me. And then that friend definitely like looked out for me and was like, yeah, like, and they would take the spot next to me.
And
so
he's
that
a dude.
yeah.
So.
And he was a dude. Yeah. And so, I definitely had that situation. And like, I've had like, I guess like in Lyft, have you guys all been in Lyfts or Ubers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Never
like,
again.
The first time I rode in one, I was in Mexico. Middle of the night with just girls.
Oh
That
my
was,
gosh,
yeah.
that's brave.
Let's take an Uber. Un Uber. Let's go.
I know,
Uber.
que miedo.
I can't remember my first Lyft drive,
It
but
wasn't that scary, honestly. I feel like I should have
Yeah.
been scared, but I was just chilling. And I was just like, cool. And then, pay the man, whatever.
I definitely have been in Lyft experiences where it's always a dude. And in this one occasion, my friends and I went to Anaheim to go to Disneyland. And it
Jealous.
was,
Shout out to Disney.
yes. And so my two friends, they
Sponsor
both
us.
have like social anxiety. And so they don't like, they were like, oh, you sit in the front. And I was just like, okay, I guess. So I sit in the front. And so this dude is just like, like I was just like, oh, like he was trying to have a conversation with me or whatever. And I was just like, yeah, sure. And like he decided, since I seemed interested, that he was going to tell me his whole life story. And by the end of the car ride, we drive up to the Airbnb, and I make sure that he gets to that he stops before we get to the house, so he doesn't know where we're at, because at this point the dude is attached. Like he wants all my handles and all that stuff. He was talking to me about his daughter,
Blocked.
like his whole family, and I was just like, I need to get out. So
I always ask people for their handles when
Yeah.
they want to add me on stuff. I'm like, oh, like I'll write it down and I'll add you.
no, this
because
dude
I'm
was reciting his
blocking you
poetry
by-
to me, like his poetry.
What?
Like he
That's
like it
no.
was too
He's
much.
like, I wrote it about you.
Yeah, no, it was too much on the spot. And so I like quickly, like, cause at one point he was like, oh yeah, look me or whatever. So in that like moment when he like kind of allowed me to get on my phone, I texted my friends and I was like, I'm gonna make him drop us off at the corner of the street, and we're gonna walk off, and we're gonna act like we're gonna go into another house, not the Airbnb we're staying at. And they're like, okay, bet. So we do that, and this dude did not drive off. He literally waited until we got
Ew.
to that.
Oh my gosh.
And it was crazy.
Ew.
And they started after that, I was scared, but they like to make jokes about it. So they're like, oh, dude, what if he walks up and he like breaks into the Airbnb?
I hate this notion of us
Yeah.
being like friendly, and that's considered flirting.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's the thing though. It's like you have to be nice to them, because when you're mean to them, they
Yeah.
kill you.
Yeah.
They'll murder you for being
Literally
mean.
at work, I'll be like, dude, what about me asking you if you want 1 or 2 year registration is flirting to you?
Yeah.
Come on. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just
Find me
like,
on
They're
Tinder.
like, well, you
No.
they're like, well, you smiled at me.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
must want.
I'll like write down their name on the title for them. You're so come on.
Yeah,
Like, this
no.
is my job.
But
The way
that's the
you
thing,
dotted
you
the
have
I.
to be
That was
nice.
it, Jess.
You have to be
Huh?
nice.
The way you dotted the I.
Yeah.
Little
You
heart
have to
over
be
there.
nice to them, because if
Yeah.
you're too mean to them, they're gonna kill you.
Yeah.
But you can't be too nice to them, because then they think you want to have sex with them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, have you guys ever watched Criminal Minds?
Yes, I
So,
love
like,
Criminal
course.
Minds.
There's one episode where
JJ is the love of my life. That's all I'm gonna
yes.
say.
Spencer. That's all I have to say.
I'm sorry, but JJ's my number one.
I love JJ.
I love
yeah.
her too.
Can't relate. Haven't watched it enough.
I also
to
love
obsess over.
Emily
Ooh.
Prentice. But anyways, in one of the episodes, or they kind of bring it up a lot in some serial killers, just giving
What
them
did you
like
say?
stalker serial killers.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I said it really quick.
Stalkers and serial killers.
No,
Yeah.
but she's talking about them like together.
Yeah, so
Oh,
like
okay.
they start off as stalkers, they get obsessed with you, and then they end up becoming a
A
serial
lot of
killer
serial
because
killers
of it.
start as peeping toms.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. And so they basically talk about how you could have not really interacted with the dude, but if you just looked at him,
Yeah.
that was it. That
Well,
said
it's
it.
'cause
Remember-
they're like
That said it.
unhinged.
Remember
so in their
when we-
mind, they read into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when we watched the Night Stalker? You watched
Oh,
it with
yeah,
me?
yeah, I
The
did.
dude from the 80s that was killing random people.
Richard Ramirez.
Yeah, Richard
Yeah.
Ramirez. So
You
there-
know-
one this one
He has
lady,
fangirls?
she like goes in there. Yeah, he has fangirls.
I
Talking
can't
about
believe
pick me
that.
bitches.
Literally.
Okay, that's a big example.
I've seen Tumblr pages dedicated to the Columbine
seen, like,
killers.
It's
fan
disgusting.
cams.
It's disgusting.
It is so
anyway, hold
gross.
on. Let's not lose track here.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, it was just an instant where they were at a thrift shop and the girl that he follows home that night. She said that she reached for a hat, an AC/DC hat, and he reached for it too, and she just looked at him and was like, "Okay," like, you know, didn't even interact, and then he like smiled creepily at her, and she's like, "I still remember his disgusting ass teeth and everything."
Yeah,
And
and
so
for
then
all of
he
you in love with
follows
Richard
her.
Ramirez, he smelled a lot.
He's followed her home, killed her roommate, and when she got there, she was like, he shot at her, she ran, and then she came back, and then he was
Why would
like,
you go back?
because she was like my
Yeah.
roommate, and so she
Yeah.
came back. And
911.
then wait, but then she was like, she had her keys in her hand, and she was like,
Was she white?
"What are you gonna do?" No, she was
No.
Hispanic, and the roommate was Asian. And she was like, "What are you gonna do? Shoot at me? You already shot at me, and you missed." And she and like had her hands up, and he like shot at her hand, and then left. And then she was just like, she scared him off because like he was feeding off the fear.
Yeah.
That's what he was
Oh,
feeding
yeah,
off.
yeah,
But
yeah.
anyway, talking about like how just if they're already messed up in the head, they're gonna take
Yeah.
any little thing. It's creepy. Like
Wait, Kari, we lost like so much track. Your story.
what? Oh, so
what
yeah,
is
we're
it?
doing
What's happening
harassment.
to you?
Oh, yeah.
So that was
Tell
my
us about a
stories.
time
Yeah.
you've
Yeah.
been harassed.
So it's just okay. So let me see. I'll do my most recent one because it has happened to me, especially being at the U of A, and where I've been followed onto campus. And so but this most recent one, I was going to the Walgreens on Ajo, and I don't know where here in the South Side. I think I can't remember Ajo. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
Ahoe?
Ajo.
Well, you were going
Ajo?
somewhere.
I was at Walgreens. I
Ajo
just want
Highway?
you to know because it was
Now you
weird.
on the thing.
Is it in front of the
The
church?
thing on the thing.
So you were at Walgreens
I was
already.
at Walgreens already. As I was walking in, un vato con corte de Edgar.
Oh, Edgar.
He had an
of course.
Edgar haircut. He had a no
Yeah.
chemical, but he looked like
Put up some
busted.
Edgars.
He looked busted. Like he looked
Yes,
like he
please
was.
do. Please
He
look
looked like
some.
he was homeless, like, or he was on some drugs or something. I don't know. He didn't look okay in the head. Pero andaba caminando con una maleta.
Sí, así.
Yeah. Y andaba caminando con una maleta y se miraba like sucio, pues se miraba así like he was on crack or something. Anyway, right away though, but as a woman, like you get off the car, you check your surroundings, you look who's sus, right? And so
Yeah.
I'm walking, yo, now you zooming in on him. Stop, I'm getting triggered.
15 cool,
And so,
cool style. Sorry, go ahead.
And so then
Goes back.
I walk into the Walgreens and he like walks in behind me. Or like no, he was in there already, and I immediately when I went in, like he looked at me and he was like biting his lip, and then I was like, okay, and so then I like went to where I needed to go, and Walgreens has those mirrors where you can see who's behind you. He was
Ooh, I love
following
those
me,
mirrors.
okay? He was following me. He was like touching his crotch.
Oh.
Like, and he was like literally touching himself on top of his pants. And so I literally was like, my heart started beating so fast. And like, I called my boyfriend and I was like, hey, I'm on the phone with you. Like, I don't think he answered me. I don't remember, but
I'm on the phone with
I was
you.
like, I'm on the phone with someone or
Let him
pretending.
know.
And like, I get what I needed to go. And like, I run out and he was kind of following me. And like, I got in the car and like left. But like, the way I ran out, he was at the register and he was like trying to like so that we could walk out at the same time. But I literally
Combo.
like ran out of there.
That one.
Literally, oh my
That
gosh.
one.
And so
That
then
one.
I like get in
That's
the
it.
car.
Or maybe that one, that creepy one.
And
right
my
there.
boyfriend answers me finally when I'm getting into the car. Y me dice,
hate
¿qué
him.
pasó? Y le
Man,
dije,
answer the
este vato,
phone.
le dije, este vato acá me andaba siguiendo y que no sé qué. And he's like, ¿estás bien? ¿Quieres que vaya para allá? Pues, ¿ya pa' qué? Like, I'm in the fucking car already. And so, ya llegué.
Shout out to Feds.
Wait, what's your boyfriend's name?
Mauro. But
Mauro.
it's my
Come on,
friend.
Mauro.
My friend
Come
has
on.
this. My friend has this phrase that
Yeah,
says,
that's why I said shout out to Feds.
Ya pa' que ya llegué.
Yeah.
She just says that all the time. So anyway, and I get home and Mauro's like, ¿qué pasó? And obviously like Mauro, like I got a little bit mad at him porque su primera pregunta fue like,
Well,
y
did you talk to him? Did
no,
you say something?
su primera pregunta fue, ¿y así fuiste al Walgreens? Porque traía shorts.
Oh.
Y entonces me enojé, le armé
No.
un pedo así,
Yeah.
big ass fart. Big ass fart.
Yeah.
Gran pedo. Like,
Yeah.
and
La
so then I
cagaste.
was like, and then later
Yeah.
he understood why I got mad. And he's like, oh, tienes razón. Like, no debería de pensar así. Y no es tu
Shout
culpa.
out to him for growing.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does do that. Él sí reacciona y reflexiona. No
What
es
I heard about your
perfecto, pero
boyfriend, dude,
trata.
respect.
Sí.
Yeah,
Y entonces me dijo, sí, tienes razón, no tenía que haberte
Yeah, of course I'm
cuestionado
right.
lo que traías tú. Obvio, le dije, hello. Like, le dije, no importa qué traía puesto.
Obvi.
Nada justifica que este vato se estuviera literal masturbando encima de su pantalón mientras yo iba campante recogiendo mi puta medicina. Like, no. And so, my friend, she was like, next time you should do, like, en vez de, como yo me asusté. So she's like, la próxima vez si te pasa, porque obviamente te va a volver a pasar, tristemente, dijo, dile a la store clerk, like, shout him, like, you know, do it publicly so that they know and they can kick him out for you too. Cause she's like, it's happened to me and I've done that. And I'm like, you're right. Like, I shouldn't, like, be scared and, like, let them get away with shit, you know?
Do you guys like? Because I'm sure you guys have had like moments where you guys are out and about at the store and there's a guy that's just like,
Yes.
Yeah.
you know, what do you guys
Walmart.
do? Because do you guys
Yeah.
like stare back? Because I be having staring contests.
I
like,
say something.
you think you have a dirty look? My look's dirtier. Like, are you kidding me? Like, no, death, instant death.
if somebody's if it's a man and he's staring at me, I'll be like, what? ¿Qué pasó? Like,
So yo me parezco.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Honestly, y'all, I was minding my business. I was trying to buy some scissors.
Oh, the dude.
And this dude came out of nowhere. He like passed by me, and I like felt him do a double take, and I was like, "F no! I hope he doesn't come back. Like, no quiero que regresa." So I'm like trying to be quick and pick the scissors that I want. Y'all, I was playing with them too. I was like,
simple
this.
task.
I just want to the
Which is the
listeners. I was
sharpest.
opening and closing the scissor, right?
Of course.
Because you know how they make that sound. Anyways, yeah, that sound. Anyways,
We'll
so this
bring scissors
guy
next
does a
episode.
double take, and he like then there's
Like
this rush of
SpongeBob?
people, and he comes back, and he's like, "So what are you looking at?" And I was like,
Why do you care?
and
I
then
ignore people. I be deaf.
When guys try
Yeah.
to talk to me at like the stores, I'm not interested. No, thank you. Like,
bro, I
pero
panicked in that
stern.
moment. I
I'm like,
couldn't.
what?
Yeah.
But see, that's the
What?
thing. Like, I hype myself. I'm like, no, like, you know, I'm not gonna be rude. And in the moment, like, I chicken out sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm
You
scary.
have to be rude.
I was
Yeah.
this close to barking at him, but I didn't. I should have.
How do you bark? Just bark.
Rough.
No, like
That's
if
a
I'm a
soft-
creepy man and I'm
If
coming
you're
at
a creepy
you,
man,
how are
I'd
you
be
gonna
like,
bark at
hey,
me?
keep it moving, keep it going,
How are you
leave me
gonna bark
alone.
at
How
I
you
don't
gonna
care.
bark?
How are you
How you
gonna
gonna
bark at
No,
me?
how you gonna bark?
Yeah,
Am I being forced to bark?
yeah,
Watch.
bark
Yeah.
at me,
No.
Jess.
Okay, she doesn't want to.
I don't
Oh.
consent.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Do
She
it.
rejects it.
Do it.
She's rejecting it.
What about you, LG? How would you bark?
How would you
Yeah.
bark?
No, men are being
Do
attacked right now.
it.
I don't want to.
Do
I don't want
it.
to jump in right now.
Little wuss.
Men are being attacked.
Wait.
I'd be like
Ew.
roaring.
He's being a testicle.
I'm kidding.
I
I'm
need
kidding.
to-
That was a joke. That was a
I
joke.
need to say
being
my
a
story
testicle,
before I
yeah.
forget
Oh,
it.
okay,
Tell us your
okay.
story. Tell us your
Yeah,
story.
sorry.
Yeah, I need to.
Moving on.
This
Moving
happened to
on.
me when I was 17.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that was my first job. My first job ever was JCPenney's, and I used to work in the back, where you do all the online packages. And to get to the back, it's like where all the curtains used to be, and it used to be hella lonely back there. No customers. Like,
some
I would
creepy
walk
music.
by and everything like that.
Was that at the?
I hate you.
Was that a little bark?
Yeah, it sounded like. And right next
Yep,
to
yep.
right next to the curtains was like the portrait studio, or where the photography studio, whatever they call it. And it was closed that day. So I'm like walking, and there's somebody sitting inside, even though there's like the whole thing there that's like para que no entres. And there's someone sitting there, so I don't say anything. I don't care. Like, I don't work on the floor. Like, I'm not gonna say anything. So I like walk by and I go in, and then I come out because I have to go get copies, because at that time our printer wasn't working. So I literally had to walk from office to back storage to get the printing labels.
Ugh, rip.
I mean, the shipping labels.
Yeah.
And when I come back, he's not there. And then he's like, hey, do you work here? And I was like, yeah, how can I help you? And he was like, what are you doing? And I was like, well, I'm just working. And he was like, are you gonna walk back there? And I was like, yeah. And then he was like, can I come inside? Can I see what it looks like? And I was like, no. And then he was like, why? Like, just let me come inside. I just want to see what's going on in there.
No.
And I was like, no, it's
Security.
employees only. And-
Yo, for real?
yeah, for real. And it was lonely. Like,
No,
I
de
think
mentiritas.
at that time, that time was when back to
It's a
school was
prank.
happening. So I was doing overtime. Like, the store was about to close. And I was going in back there, and I'm there by myself.
Oh, how
And yeah, it's just a 17-year-old girl in the back by herself. And I like start walking away from him to go inside, and I realize he's following me.
Oh, rip.
What the hell?
And I walk in, guys, and as soon as I close the door, he puts his foot in the door.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah,
No.
I'm not kidding. I grabbed that door. I grabbed that door and I slammed it on his foot.
Good.
Yeah.
Shit.
And
As
I
you
didn't have my
should.
radio
As
on
you
me. I didn't have my
should.
radio on me or anything.
As you should.
So I like me quedé así parada like on the door, like holding it like this, and like reaching for my radio. And I like on the radio was like the security guy.
Yeah.
His name is Andre. And I was like, hey Andre, I need you to come to the back storage. And he was like, he was telling me that it was gonna be a while, and I was like, no.
Oh my
So
god.
over the radio, I had to be like,
No.
someone's trying to come back here, and he's creeping me out.
Yeah.
So he comes in, and I'm literally like holding the door, and he was like, there's nobody out there. I walked the entire floor. I guess he had walked out already, but before he walked out, he like was crude and inappropriate to like the girls working in the men's department.
Literally Satan.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Literally.
And I was like wondering, I'm like, what the hell? What if he would have gotten back there with me?
Yeah.
Oh,
What
hell
if
no.
he dragged
Dude,
you?
and it's like those doors aren't locked. Like people just count on them, like
Yeah,
not
there's
going back
on
there.
that door, Annette, there's literally tape, so the door won't lock.
Well, it's because the workers need
Yeah.
to be going back and forth. Like you
That's
can't
scary.
lock it.
And
is
from then
really
on,
scary.
I literally made such a big fuss about it that I wasn't back there, and they got so tired of it that they moved me to the floor. So I didn't have to be. I mean, I didn't like working with customers either, but they moved me to the
Yeah.
floor. And then from then on, it got even worse because I got all the like snowbirds, inappropriate snowbirds, telling me that
They're
like.
the worst.
Yeah, I had this old man just tell me that because I used to sell like mattresses at some point at the end of my JCPenney career.
She sold me one.
Yeah, and he was like, this bed is too rough for me to have sex on. Like, literally.
Fuck.
It's not even 18-year-old me yet.
Ew.
That's
The
literally
one
what
with
he
the
looked
tongue.
like.
Ew, yeah, the one with the tongue
That
is
was
that.
them.
That's the one that has audacity.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
the
literally
motherfucking
how it
audacity.
You know, men don't have much, but they do have the
Audacity.
Audacity. Their audacity is so big.
And guys,
I
you
don't
have
know
no
where it
many
comes
times.
from.
How many times I've been like, I'm 16, I'm 17, eat ni papas.
They don't
It's
care.
not-
They don't care. That's even better for them.
And see, that's another
Yes,
topic for
vale.
another day.
That's
Pedophilia.
another-
yeah.
Come on,
If y'all want us back, that's another topic.
Now that
I
I,
just
drive and I
can't
go to work
stand
by
that.
myself, because I have to cross the street to go to my car. Like I literally just like have an open pocket knife in my hand because I'm not.
Dude, it's
Today's not
even,
the day.
it even sucks more when you're at work because, like, obviously, like, customer service, you're supposed to be nice to people. You can't just be, like,
Shout out to my
cussing out
manager.
every damn
Dude, she's not
customer,
like
you know
that.
what I mean?
Yeah.
My
No,
manager,
but-
if someone's being inappropriate, you kick him out.
Most
Good.
jobs,
Yeah.
you know, like, require you to be nice to people. You can't just be rude to them, even if they're, like, straight up harassing you.
Yeah.
My manager at JCPenney's would be like, well, Jessica, you're a really pretty girl. You're young. You just need
Ew,
to
no.
control
Like, deal
your
with it.
hormones.
Yeah.
Like, you're very flirty. And I'm
Ew.
like, they're
Just putting the blame on
ugly.
you.
Yeah, a woman.
Do you do it
too.
on purpose though?
Ew, I can't stand
I
it.
hate Isaiah's soundbite right now.
Some bites.
Oh, okay.
I can't stand
So I was like,
it.
Guinness.
Yeah, I was
I
like,
can't
show
stand
yourself.
it.
Guinness.
No, dude,
Stop
I feel like
calling
it's
me
really
that.
bad. It's really bad, like at
You're
at my
worse.
job as a CNA, because like
Oh, yeah,
at your
don't you
job,
get-
at least
People, yeah.
people go
don't you
in
get creepy dudes?
and they leave. You know, like a customer buys something.
No, girl.
Well,
Trust
sometimes
me.
they linger, but with like us,
They come back and ask for your
they're there
schedule.
all day. So like I have to be there all day taking care of them, and this is someone who you have to take care of. You can't like avoid them because you literally sometimes have to change their
They're
diapers,
assigned
help
to
them get
you.
Yeah.
dressed. And there's some really creepy people. Like this wasn't my patient. This was actually my sister's patient. But she was telling me one time that there was a guy that everybody warned her about. Everybody told her like, hey, like, I'm so sorry you got stuck with this guy as your patient. But like when you go in there, make it quick. Like as soon as you go in, because you have to get like their
No eye
blood
contact.
pressure and stuff.
Oh,
vitals.
no.
Yeah, you have to take their vitals and you have to spend time with them. That's your patient. You're there to take care of them. And they told her, like, you go in there, you make it quick, get out as fast as you can because this guy's gross. And I guess as soon as any female would walk in, like it could be the housekeeper who's cleaning up or anybody, this guy would start masturbating.
Hell.
So like you walk
Eternal
in,
fire.
you walk in and
Damn.
literally
Straight to jail.
as soon as
Straight to jail.
anybody walks
Yeah.
in, he starts masturbating.
I hate he gets a pass because he's old.
No, he
Oh.
doesn't. I'm gonna beat his old ass. That's what's gonna happen.
Literally.
No,
That's
but like,
so
still, like,
disgusting.
imagine that, like, you walk in
I don't
and
wanna
somebody
imagine.
starts masturbating.
You know what? That actually just
That's
reminded
literally
me too.
what happened to me
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
had an
That's
old friend. I mean,
disgusting.
she not old friend. I still friends with her, but she used to work at a nursery home, and she's had like old men like hit on her and like
To try
just
to
be
touch
so
you and stuff, 'cause you
explicit
have
and
to
just
get close to
gross.
them.
Yeah,
And then like some people do try to grope
yeah.
you.
Ew, no thanks.
Well, you know, I think that
Going back.
that this is why we want if you know, the point of having these conversations is for people to listen and actually take something from it and change their perspective of it.
I'll tell you, like, from my point of view, the men that I've like really come to appreciate are the guys that are like, oh, you have this creepy patient, I'll switch. I'll take that patient and you can have this other patient.
Yeah. That's
like,
a good...
If you see a woman who needs help her.
Yeah. That's a good leeway into this post that Des found on Insta, and she shared it on her story, which I think is really cool. So those men that love us and appreciate us, and you are looking to change and say, how can I be part of the change?
Yeah.
How can I
not be trash?
How can I not be other men?
Yes.
Because men hate men.
So,
let's be honest.
Yeah. And let me just preface this by saying, anyone who's listening to this, every single woman in your life has been harassed.
Yeah.
Whether
Para los vatos que están
told you
escuchando
about it,
esto, cualquier mujer en tu vida ha sido acosada una vez en su vida.
aunque sea tu novia, tu
Prima,
hermana, tu
tía,
mamá,
mamá.
tu tía, tu
I'm writing this
abuela.
down.
Okay?
Literally
Taking notes.
everyone. They might not tell you about it, but they have.
So let's read this one. Shout out to Change on
I love
Instagram.
Can we
them.
click the next one?
CHNGE. Things men can do to make women feel more safe. So, like in class.
Number
¿Quién quiere
one.
leer esto?
Number one. Keep
Número
your
uno.
distance.
Yeah.
Mantén tu distancia. If you're walking behind a girl at night, the closer you are, the more threatened she feels. Keep a good amount of distance between you and her. And if you're getting off the bus at the same stop at night, for example, walk ahead of her.
Chivalry does not matter in this case.
Yeah, no, it does
Si
not.
estás caminando detrás de una mujer en la noche, por favor, aléjate de ella porque aunque tú no tengas malas
Yes,
intenciones,
sir.
es lo que está pensando ella.
Yeah.
Y es porque ella está preocupada por su seguridad, no por tus sentimientos. Yeah. My safety matters more than your
Un
feelings.
ejemplo abajo es si te estás bajando de un autobús, vete enfrente de ella para que ella no piense que la estás siguiendo.
Sí. Muy bien. Siguiente. Tú.
2, don't run up from behind.
What if he's black?
Miguel,
Where-
you're not
no.
supposed to
This
be in
isn't
this
Hey
podcast.
Plebes.
Mickey's
This is a
out of
Miguel
here.
free zone.
Yeah.
Who is that?
It was Mickey.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No,
No, you're
Mickey.
sorry. Okay, moving on.
So anyways, when you're going for a run at night and you run up close to a woman from behind, it can be really frightening when you see you're about to pass a woman, maybe cross the road or leave lots of space when passing her. So this has happened to me when I've walked because I've lived near campus and definitely I've had a dude like walk by me or something, and I definitely always do a double take and be like, I hope he does not come back for me, or like I hope he doesn't like do a double take or something. Yeah.
So, no vengas corriendo por detrás y correr súper cerca de la mujer por detrás porque puede causar mucho miedo o ansiedad. Y si ves que vas a pasar una mujer, tal vez cruza la calle o deja mucho espacio entre tú y ella mientras la pasas ahí. Okay, next. Offer to walk female friends home. What you would normally consider a safe journey might end up not being safe for her. Don't judge girls or tell them they're being dramatic if they ask you to join them somewhere. So, ofrece encaminar a tus amigas a casa y
Especialmente en la noche.
en la noche, lo que tú normalmente no, consideras algo seguro, un camino seguro, puede ser pues no tan seguro para ella y peligroso. No juzgues a las mujeres o decirles que están siendo dramáticas si te piden que las acompañes a algún sitio.
Do y'all get that?
Dude, can I just really quick say, literally in the daytime, it's happened to me.
It
That,
happens
I'm
anytime.
walking
Yeah.
and somebody like is driving by and they double back, and I kid you not, this one guy literally told me
I hate when they double
it was
back.
like 4 p.m. summer night, so it's like broad daylight, and he's like, "Isn't it a little late for you to be out on your own?"
Yeah.
He
So-
literally pulled up
Eternal
next to
fire.
me and said
Damn.
that. I felt like I was in the
Jail.
beginning of a Criminal Minds episode. I was like, I'm about to get nope. It's like, not today, sir.
Next.
The first 30
Not
seconds.
today.
Siguiente.
Keep your hands to yourself. Many guys do this. They touch a woman's lower back when passing them in crowded spaces, such as a bar or a concert. Don't do that. There is no reason to touch someone you don't know. Mantén tus manos a sí mismo.
Sí.
¿Así? Yeah, so
Like a roller
muchos
coaster.
hombres tienen
La
like,
tendencia.
la tendencia de tocar a una mujer en la espalda cuando las están pasando en un lugar que
Como,
está muy
con permiso
ocupado.
y te
Un bar,
ponen la
un
mano y
concierto.
te agarran
Sí.
la
No hay
cintura.
razón de que estés tocando a alguien que no conozcas, especialmente una mujer, ¿ok?
Yeah,
Don't
don't
do
touch
it.
me. I will bark at you, bye.
Especially during COVID hours, I feel like
Exactly.
Yeah.
don't
That's
touch
like- I
anybody.
like
Don't
that
touch
about
my
her.
thigh.
Don't touch
Don't
anyone's
touch my
period.
back.
No.
Don't touch my arm.
And this
Don't put
is
your hand
so
over me. No
common.
thanks.
I've had so many guys grab
Yeah.
me like that, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, dude, like you're gonna get smacked.
Dude,
Yeah.
I hate when a guy thinks he's so comfortable to you that he puts his hand on your thigh. Don't do that.
No.
Don't be a Toby. If anyone's seen The Office, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
be
yeah,
Toby.
Yeah, no.
Okay, next.
Next. See
The
Anette.
audacity of these men. dude.
¿Verdad?
For reals.
Yeah.
It's you.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
oh,
going
okay, I'll go
back.
again.
I think there's
Be an
7.
active bystander. If you notice a woman is uncomfortable with someone's behavior, be an active bystander. Don't turn a blind eye to it. It can be as simple as standing between a woman and her harasser to block their line of sight. Ask her if she's okay. Stay with her until harasser is gone.
Period.
Well, I told you guys, I saw this happen the other day where I was leaving a store and there was a woman outside and she was crying. And this guy was like yanking her by her arm and like yelling at her. And I don't know, to me, it just screamed out like they're in an abusive relationship or something. And she obviously doesn't want to go with him. And I was about to say something. I was a little scared because I was like, this is a big guy. Like, what's he going to do? Smack me or shoot me or something? But luckily, there was a guy that walked out next to me. And this guy, he spoke up and he told her, he's like, hey, man, like, she doesn't want to go with you. And I was like, yes, we stand.
I'm glad. I'm
Yeah.
glad. So, en español,
Um,
pa tu primo.
How would you say
sí.
bystander in Spanish?
I don't know how to
Es
say
un,
bystander.
Come on, Spanish
sí,
teacher.
no,
I'm trying to think. Es
Sí.
una. No, wait. Es
No,
un
si notas que alguien
testigo
está-
o es espectador.
Oh, okay. Espectador.
Un espectador.
Si notas que una
Activo.
mujer está incómoda, que alguien la está haciendo sentirse incómoda, por favor, di algo o tan siquiera
Ayúdala.
ponte entre medio de ella y el que la está haciendo
La
sentirse
que está
incómoda.
acosando.
Porque varias veces esas mujeres se sienten que no pueden irse para ninguna parte porque la va a seguir o algo y tienen miedo. Y por favor, si puedes, ayúdala. Di
Pregúntale
algo,
si está
haz
bien.
algo.
Yeah.
Pregúntale si está
Yeah.
bien y quédate con ella hasta que se vaya.
Número 6. Keep comments to yourself. What you might see as just a little bit of fun or even flattering can be terrifying to lone women and girls. Walking up to a woman and giving her a genuine compliment is one thing. Shouting it out across the street is another.
Do not catcall.
Yeah. So,
This happens too
Pero en
often.
español.
sí. Tus
Mantén tus
comentarios
comentarios a ti mismo.
a ti mismo. No los andas diciendo si son inapropiados y si son how do you say vulgar?
Vulgares. So, lo que tú piensas que tal vez es un chiste o porque se debe de sentir como halagada, puede ser algo que asusta a una mujer sola o a las muchachas.
Mejor no digas nada.
Sí,
Sí,
mejor no
perdón,
digas.
pero nunca
pero-
vamos a pensar que tienes las mejores intenciones.
Pero dice, caminando a decirle a una mujer como un cumplido genuino es otra cosa, pero gritarle al otro lado de la calle es otra, pues.
O
¿ok?
acercarte. A mí no me gusta cuando se acercan y quieren estar enfrente de ti diciéndote
Yeah.
algo. ¡Ay, qué bonita estás!
No me importa.
Ya, cállate. Ay, Miquilla, cállate.
Okay,
Keep it
last one. Is that the last
Miquilla,
one?
cállate.
¿Eso es todo? Oh, okay.
Ni
yeah.
lo mencionen.
Don't start, yeah.
Don't stare. Sounds like common sense, but a lot of guys do it on a daily basis. Being stared at by a guy when
Gross.
you're by yourself is actually very uncomfortable. Look down at your phone or out the window to show her you're not a threat. No te le quedes viendo como con cara de papada. Like, es un
Cierra la
sentido
boca.
como cierra la boca. Muchos hombres lo hacen porque pues piensa que está bien y es incómodo porque te hace pensar como ¿qué quiere? Este güey me va a seguir o qué pedo. Nos pone muy ansiosa, la neta. Mira tu teléfono o hacia la ventana para enseñar que no eres una amenaza para ella. Muchas gracias.
Men think they're
Take notes.
slick, but you can always tell when they're staring at you. Like,
Yes.
you're not
You
slick.
just feel it. You're like, oh.
And there's a comment right there que me gusta mucho. Teach your sons. Enséñale a tus hijos.
Sí,
Tus
por
hijos
favor.
varones.
Sí.
Ok. ¿Qué sigue?
Are we gonna get
Ojalá
to the sex industry
Ojalá
talk?
aprendan de esto.
Yeah.
Put us on pause.
Get us in the sex industry talk.
Yeah.
¿Cuánto estamos de tiempo?
Yeah.
How long have we been recording?
2 hours?
2 horas?
You're lying. You're kidding. Should
Oh,
I think we should do our
we could save
Reddits.
it for later. Yeah, let's do
Just
Reddit.
Reddit.
You guys
Okay,
wanna do
so
our Reddit
algo que nos
commentaries?
gustaría inculcar en nuestro show, pues si nos escuchan y todo eso, que nos escriban emails o en
I think
Instagram o
next time we
DMs.
should do queries
Yeah,
too.
y que nos escriban como pidiendo consejos, ya sea de tu relación con alguien, relationship, o tu amistad, friendships, o con tu familia.
Preguntas que tengas
temas.
para
Sí,
mujeres.
algo, preguntas
Temas.
temas especial para mujeres o no, nos gustaría ayudarles a ustedes en ese aspecto.
Con todo.
We'd like
Yes.
to give you guys our peace of mind if you want it. So so for now, because we don't have them, we got some cool Reddit things that Jess is gonna read out to us, and then we're all gonna talk.
Guys,
about
I do not know how to navigate Reddit at
You
all.
don't use Reddit? You
No.
should have told me. I'm always on Reddit.
No, shout out to my boyfriend. He helped me out.
Follow me on
Yeah.
Reddit, guys.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
So
I'm
the
not
first
dropping my
one
Reddit
is
handle.
really interesting because I actually wanted your advice to see what you guys would do if this happened to you. So the title of this is "Found Out My Boyfriend Does Live Cam Streaming and Need Advice." My boyfriend and I, we are in our 30s, have been dating for over a year, and it is very serious. We are very honest, open, and I thought,
Yeah, I thought.
I thought we knew each other very well. Recently, while on his iPad, which he gave me the lock code to, she also had a note that said that he was very comfortable with her using his laptop. He wasn't against it, okay?
Yeah.
Cool.
I looked through his deleted photos. I don't know why I did that, as I completely trust him. I saw a screenshot of a chatterbait live stream of him pleasuring himself on live camera. I had no
What?
idea he did this, and I'm shocked. I looked up his profile, and there are videos of him live streaming himself in my apartment while I was asleep in the other room, as well as his house. I don't know if I can be okay with him doing cam shows. Is that wrong? I feel betrayed, and I don't know what to do about this. How do I talk to him about this?
Ooh, I mean, I don't know about you guys,
Pues
but
dilo, tú dilo tuyo.
I would have
Sí.
I would bring it up and I would just be like, hey, like, I'm so sorry. Like, I bumped into this and I ran into this live stream that you're doing. And if she's not comfortable with him, like, I guess he's just like masturbating on the camera. That's
Yeah,
what
it's
he's
like
doing?
it's like a cam girl, but guy.
Cam boy.
Yeah, cam boy.
Yeah, I mean, if they hadn't like discussed it before, that would
My
be the
first
that would be the
question
time
is,
to do it.
what's your income like?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
real. I'm like, you making them 6 figures? Oh,
'Cause-
you're gonna buy me this? Okay, cool. You know what? Do it. Live stream.
No,
that.
but in all seriousness, I'm like, I think this is so. I feel like, why didn't he tell him about it?
Yeah.
I think that's why I would feel betrayed. The fact
Yeah.
that I didn't know about it, because I would feel like you're doing this behind my back.
Because I understand that even in a relationship, you have your own things, you know, like you don't want to tell your boyfriend you do, or you don't want to tell your girlfriend you do, but I kind of think like
There's like a
this
limit
is-
to things.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
si me pasara a mí esto, que eso literal, el vato se masturba en línea y como un OnlyFans, pero él es, o sea, se masturba en línea, le dan
Only
dinero.
stands.
y la morra pues se entera de que lo hace, era un secreto. Yo sí me sintiera más bien traicionada, no me doliera en lo personal que lo hiciera. Aquí dice ella que ella sí le molesta que haga los shows. Entonces si le molesta, yo le dijera, entonces pues no pueden tener una relación porque dudo mucho que él quiera dejar de hacer eso. O te va a mentir y te va a decir, sí, lo voy a dejar de hacer, pero lo va a continuar de hacer detrás de tus espaldas.
Because a lot of times, muchas veces ellos hacen eso.
Yeah.
Van a
La cosa
decir como no.
la cosa que me agarró a mí es like tiene videos donde lo está haciendo y ella está en otro cuarto dormida.
Sí, es que eso es lo que duele más,
Eso es
que
lo
no,
que
la
no te- que no le
transparencia,
dijo.
que no fue honesto, pues.
Eso es lo que dice ella. No sabe por qué miró la foto que that he deleted, you know, like ella confía en él, pero al mirar eso, like a dónde va la
Es que
confianza.
la intuición de la mujer.
Yeah,
Sí.
yeah. Honestly, yeah.
Sí.
We got them.
Su mente
spidey
ya le está
senses.
diciendo, yo creo que
So
debo
we're all
mirar
agree
esto.
that maybe it's not that big a deal he does it. The bigger deal is that
Is the
he's
trust,
not,
yeah.
I don't
that
have an
he's
issue.
not transparent with her.
Yeah.
Eso, pero si te molesta, if it bothers you, you have a right to be like,
Oh, like it literally says that.
Yeah.
Look, the main issue for me here isn't the actual camera.
lack of trust.
But the lack of
Yeah.
trust.
I think that, but
Shout out Sunflower Acid Trip.
yeah, you're very
Yeah.
valid if you're not okay with him doing this, but you
Yeah.
can't shame him for that. You have to find someone else.
Oh, can I read
This
this
next one, dude, is
Oh.
crazy.
Go ahead, go ahead.
This
I
next
wanna
one is
read it,
crazy.
okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says, my and she's a 22-year-old female, and her fiance, who is a 25-year-old male. My fiance wants his father to check my hymen tomorrow night before I get married.
Keep going.
My fiance proposed to me about 8 months ago. We decided on having a relatively small wedding, which is in 2 days. Everything is going great. He seems absolutely perfect, and we are very much in love. I am a virgin, and so is he. He wanted to save it for marriage, and I wasn't so fussed, so I agreed to saving it. He has told me earlier that in his family, the father checks the virginity of the bride the night before the wedding. I laughed this off as it seriously sounds like a massive joke. No, turns out he was dead serious. He wants me the night before to open my legs up in a small ceremony type thing so his dad can check me
with
while
his
him
brothers
and his brothers and uncle can watch so they all know I'm still pure. I told him fat chance.
I just want to say I'm the Pikachu meme reaction right
Yeah.
now. Like,
Same.
I told him fat
I'm the white
chance.
guy.
yeah.
I'm going to do that, and he was begging me to go through with it and how important it is for him. He said he knew it was slightly embarrassing, that's so embarrassing for me, but his mom did it, and it will prove how much I love him and that I have nothing to hide anyway, as I am still a virgin. I left and he was crying. It was a very dramatic TBH. I want to call off the whole wedding because of this and never talk to him again.
as she should.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's only one thing, and other than that, we are genuinely perfect for each other, and I don't want to spend my life with anyone else, and it is very important to him and his family. What the frick frack do I do?
No.
I am currently at my friend's house,
Break
and
up.
I might stay here for the night. Tomorrow would be our last day as an unmarried couple,
I hope
and
they-
I'm straight up panicking.
Guys, I'm gonna go
That's
first real quick.
crazy.
Yeah, go ahead,
I'm gonna
go
go
ahead.
first real
Oh my
quick.
god.
Go off, Jess.
I
Go
was
off.
going through like Reddit stuff, and I just looked up like crazy like Reddit stories. Like this came up, and I was like, "What?" I was in the car waiting for my sister to come back from a doctor's appointment, and she came in, and I was like, "Before I start driving, let me read you this real quick." So at the bottom, she's like, "I want to call off the wedding," as she should. But then she talks about how like they're perfect for each other. But up there, the part that gets me is the whole father checks whatever while his brothers and uncle watch.
Dude,
Yeah.
What is
like,
that?
forget about the uncles and brothers, but to me, it's just like
You guys know that whole T.I. thing? Was it T.I. who was like
Yeah,
went on
T.I.
Twitter talking
Yeah.
about he would get his daughter's hymen checked every month.
okay, but that's like a like that was super weird, but like
It
at
was a
least he was
medical.
letting a doctor do it.
But I'm
Because to
pretty
me,
sure
this is
he,
a
like-
whole other
Yeah.
thing. Like,
This is so inappropriate.
can you imagine that? Can you imagine your boyfriend's like,
Oh,
by
no.
the way, my
No,
dad's
I
gonna
am
check you
100%
tomorrow.
sure that uncle, like all of them, are gonna like take advantage of her in that moment.
when I
like,
read that part, I was like, "This is
It's
it's
just
blanca
no.
maña."
no.
It's just no. Like the fact that she's uncomfortable with it is the first thing. So
Yeah.
like,
Okay,
that's
who
your
would be
biggest no.
comfortable with
Yeah.
that?
There's women who like are like
You know
she
how hard
said
it
her.
is to go to a gyno? Imagine having
You
to
s-
do this in front of 3 men.
There's women who are so in the culture, in the religion or whatever that'll do it. Like he said, his mom did it. So
Yeah.
But even then,
You
like
know-
I doubt she did it because she was like, "Oh yes, I'm so happy to do this." I'm sure she just did it because she was like, "Well, I do want to get married."
exactly.
So let's do
So
it.
it's
Yeah.
like she did
probably
it.
has the same
Crazy.
mentality. Like the
She
mom
has
probably
and
has the same
and the
dilemma.
fact that it's like this is how you're gonna prove your love
Yeah.
to him. Like,
I
no.
feel like
No.
to me,
This is
that's-
also so
that's a deal
outdated because
breaker.
there are so many things that can break your hymen other than
Yeah.
sex.
Exactly.
Yes.
Also, you could still have your hymen still intact. Like
Yeah.
the hymen doesn't have anything to do with your virginity.
Yeah.
The hymen. Yeah.
I just when I read
That's
this, I was
so
like, "There's no
crazy.
way I'm
just-
skipping over
I
this
just can't
one."
imagine that because like, why would you want your dad to like check?
No.
I don't know.
How do you not see a problem
You
with
need
this?
to go see
Yeah.
a therapist.
Están
Is that okay,
hombrecitos que
sweetie?
se enojan
I
when
don't-
somebody talks to their woman, but you're okay with your dad doing this?
Exactly.
Yeah, I
No,
know.
disgusting.
I really hope she did not get married with this dude.
I
Like,
tried to
don't-
look for an update and I could not find one, guys.
Oh, what is she?
I'm gonna keep looking for it. Maybe next time we do this again, I'll
Yeah,
come with
let's
an
see.
I
update.
Yeah.
hope she. I mean, I hope the guy like comes to his senses and he's like, "I'm so
I
sorry
doubt
for
it.
asking
I
you to
highly
do
doubt
I
that."
feel like
it.
this is something that
It's
was
like a-
implemented
I'm
in him
saying
from
Yeah.
very
best
young.
case scenario, the only reason they should have gotten
Yeah.
married is if he
It's
tells her
because he
like,
said
"I'm
you don't have to
so
do it.
sorry."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry I even suggested that because I
Yeah.
don't know what I
Because
do.
I'm
with
pretty
that.
sure if it's
And the
rooted
fact
so
that he
deeply in
even
his family, he
cried though,
wouldn't.
I feel like that's crocodile tears.
That's emotional manipulation right there.
He's like, no, this means so much to me. Like,
then you
fuck
should have told me
no.
this the minute we
Yeah.
started dating.
Well,
Yeah.
she said he did tell her before, but she thought it was a joke.
Wait,
'cause
no,
that
go
sounded-
back, go back. We need to see the receipts.
Watch, go up all the way
She
up.
said,
My fiance, I am a
He
virgin.
has told me earlier that in his family, the
Yeah,
father
see?
checks.
He has told me earlier, so she knew.
How
but the
much
thing
earlier,
is,
though?
honestly,
I would have been like,
Yeah.
how?
honestly,
Was it
I
Because
like-
down there she talks
asked
about
for an
like one day
explanation.
before
Yeah.
they get married, basically. So I'm like, did he tell you this like last minute?
No, I'm
Yeah.
assuming he told her like when they
In
first started
passing.
dating. It would have been, but not as like a serious conversation. if not,
Yeah.
just said,
She could have
"Oh, by
also-
the way, like in
yeah.
my family, we have this tradition."
And she was like, "LOL, you're funny."
Yeah.
And then like the night before her
exactly.
wedding, she'd be like, "Hey, you ready to check your hymen?"
and she was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
you're serious about that? I thought it was a joke."
"Yeah."
That's crazy.
Also, like, I would, like, this is stupid, but I probably would have taken like as a joke. Also, like maybe he meant medically, like the dad would have a doctor check it, you know?
No. She explains it down
but
there.
yeah, I don't know. But like when he first
I
says
guess
it,
that's
LG, what do you
offhandedly,
think about this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I kind of
LG.
want LG's opinion.
Let's bring him in for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's completely nuts to check
bananas,
your
right?
daughter's hymen. That's so
No, that's his daughter,
gross.
future daughter-in-law.
It's
not
not even his
daughter-in-law,
daughter.
yeah.
Yeah.
Even your daughter, like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just gross. I don't
Yeah.
understand. Like, what are you gonna if the hymen is broken? So what are you gonna do? I mean, what is
Yeah.
the next
Yeah.
step
It's
from
just
there?
so outdated.
Yeah.
It's so backwards. But
Yeah.
And some people are born without them.
Yeah, some people are born without them, or like it just breaks
Riding
when they're
a
younger.
bike.
Riding a
Riding a
bike,
horse.
riding a horse with
On
a
a roller
tampon.
coaster.
Us
Yeah.
living
Tampon.
in like
Dancing.
an abstinence-only
Dancing.
Yeah,
education
splits.
state, like people are so dumb with sex
Yeah.
ed, and it blows my mind. Like people would be like, oh, like they don't know what STDs are and stuff, and they just be getting everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. Please go educate yourselves from
Yes.
an actual
Yeah.
like
Yes.
doctor. Don't go
Yep.
Googling stuff
No.
or looking at
Look for
Facebook.
nonprofit
talk to-
organizations that
Yes.
focus
Yeah.
on sexual education.
Talk to a trusted adult
Yeah.
who you feel like
yeah,
would
if you
have a
don't
different
want
mindset.
bumps on your thingy,
Like I want to know
please
what her
educate
friends think or her
yourselves.
family
Yeah.
thinks. Like,
No.
oh.
If any
If
You
I
guys
walked
told me
home
this,
and I was
I
like,
would tell you
hey,
to break
by the
up with
way,
her.
Yeah.
Marlon's dad's gonna check my hymen before we get married.
No.
She'd be like, no, this is not
I would have
happening.
held her hostage and be like, excuse
I
me,
would
You're not
no,
leaving.
fight
You're not leaving.
both him and his dad for you.
Oh
just
my god,
letting
no.
you know. I speed
It'd
up
just
for
be
male
like his
pedestrians.
dad, all 6 of his brothers. He's
got 6
He
brothers?
has so many brothers.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
know.
Like his
I could take
uncles.
them.
It's so insane.
No, that's just disgusting.
why
to
are
me.
there so many people
Perfect.
involved?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
right there it says,
that the brothers
well,
and
his
his
brothers
uncle,
and
brothers and his
uncle.
uncle watch, so they know.
they're all
Yeah.
gonna
So
watch
weird.
the dad do
So
that
weird.
to her.
I just feel for all the women in that family or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel for them.
that poor mom.
I'm like, I'm sorry to tell you
Yeah.
guys, but you were assaulted.
I'm
Yeah.
like, you a victim.
Yeah.
So, our advice would for you would be to run.
Run,
As far as you can.
drop him,
Just
Get out.
cancel that
Ghost him.
wedding,
Go
cancel
Block the phone
it,
number,
yeah.
block the IG,
Move.
block the
Yeah.
Facebook, block the Twitter,
Yeah,
run.
no.
Unless he like, if your boyfriend apologizes and he's like, no, we're not gonna do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
What?
only
What
case
do
in
you
which you
mean?
come back.
Like,
Actually,
if
no.
he's- if
Actually,
he's
no,
like-
I don't agree.
Like
yeah.
if he told her like, I'm so sorry, I was way out of line for
Yeah.
asking
Yeah.
you.
I was
let
out of
my dad
pocket.
do
I was
this.
out of
Hey,
pocket.
sorry that my dad and my uncle wanted to see your hymen.
Yeah,
no,
pretty
that's no.
I feel like at that point, because I would break up with someone over the smallest thing, honestly. This is way
same.
too big
But
for
I'm
me
just
to
saying,
forget.
like, if she's that much in love with him, like, her rose-colored glasses are not going away, and
But
he,
then
like,
at
apologizes.
least she had the sense to
Yeah.
like post about it, and because
Yeah.
I feel like other
Yeah.
people would
the
talk
fact that she
sense.
posted about it was
Yeah.
like, I'm so
Not
in
okay with
between this.
this.
No, I'm so in between this.
Yeah.
No, I feel like she just wants people like
To validate her thoughts.
Yes,
About
to
it
kind of,
being
like,
wrong.
give
Well,
her more
yeah, girl, you got
reasons
it.
to
I think
it's
half
wrong.
of
It's
it
wrong.
is being validated, another half is that she actually was in between
Yeah.
because of her rose-colored glasses. Like, she's so in love with him that she's blinded,
Yeah.
kind of.
Dude, my glasses go from rose to black.
Love is not that
Yeah.
deep. Love is not that deep.
But
Yeah.
some girls are really that
Yeah,
into
yeah,
their,
yeah.
their partner,
Yep.
so we can't.
So
I
yeah.
just
White
would not
people.
be. I just
White
like.
people, please.
Exactly.
Thank you.
I just would
Period.
not be into that. I'd be like, I'm sorry, like we're breaking up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
honestly.
luck. Have fun.
Yeah.
At that moment, I
You
read
can
this.
have-
I'm like,
you
this
can
is
go to the
some
wedding.
white people
Was there another
stuff
one,
right
or was
here.
that?
Is that another one?
I
Number
have
Just-
seven
another
was
one if you
don't
guys want to get
stare.
into one more.
What, LG?
Yeah.
Number 7 was don't stare. So I mean,
Oh, no, we're
glance
done with
at
that. Yeah.
but don't stare.
Wait, what?
Sorry, that was just being appropriate.
Oh, don't stare at the hymen.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Don't stare at the hymen.
Please don't.
stare at the hymen. Please
I'm
do not
sorry,
look
LG.
at
I
it.
promise I won't stare at your
Yeah.
Do you guys
hand.
want to do one
Thank
more,
you.
or do you want to leave it at the 2?
You're welcome.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
I think we're good. Yeah.
So,
So we're wrapping
You guys
this
don't
up.
want to end on
Alright.
a high note?
Oh.
No,
oh
yeah, the
shit. We
empowered
were
women.
supposed to do Mujer Empoderada.
we
There we
are.
go.
There we go.
Congrats,
Thank you, LG.
Beyonce. 26th Grammy. I love you, girl. We hate the
Do you
Grammys,
guys
but we
want to
love
shout out a
Beyonce.
woman? Any woman in your
Kari.
life that you want?
I'm
Yes.
shouting out Kari after reading her life story. Kari,
Oh,
girl.
Shout out to
You're,
Kari.
you
I
are.
respect you, Kari.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're up here.
Guys, I'm
Yeah.
a blush. Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel like I should shout somebody out, and other than Kari, I don't know who to shout out. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
same.
I shout out her. She won a Grammy for
HER her.
Shout out
her
Meg and
best song
Cardi
of the-
for not
the
letting
year.
with that whole WAP controversy
Yeah.
You know what?
stop them.
Can I shout out a man? Actually, I know we're all women here, so I'm gonna shout out a man. And shout out to Pax, because Pax is a guy that will make you feel safe.
Oh,
Like,
your
he's the
cousin?
kind of guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the kind of guy
okay.
that
Shout out
will
to my
drive you home.
Yeah.
And very how do you say it?
He follows those 7 steps.
Yeah.
Very much a gentleman.
Yeah. Shout out to my
somebody who will make you feel safe.
Yeah.
We
Shout
thank
out
you
to
to
all
all
the
the men
respect.
that
Go ahead,
genuinely
Des,
care.
go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Shout out to my bestie, Javi. Like, he's the one that helped me in that situation when I was drunk. He is my ride or
Good.
die. Like, he literally is the
Wah,
best.
wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, he is a king. Yes.
He's been listening to us too.
Yeah, he watches the
Oh,
podcast.
Shout out to you, dude.
Pick me, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick me, boys.
Nah, they're not picking you away.
Mickey, bye.
Mickey bye. Okay,
cállate.
shout out to like Jess said, to Megan Thee Stallion,
Yes,
Cardi B.
yes, her.
Shout out to Blue Ivy. She got a Grammy.
Yes.
Young girls doing it.
Dude, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
What about that Bruno Mars performance though?
We're talking about women.
I didn't
Anyways.
watch it.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Muchas gracias.
Yeah, shout out to all the men who
Yeah.
actually will learn from this, and please keep in
Shout out
mind
to
everything we
Kari's
talked
boyfriend.
about.
Yeah.
Shout out
Hey,
to
tengo
Mom.
una pregunta ahora sí, en
Yeah.
serio. ¿No tienen planeado mencionar algo, si va a haber algo en el futuro de este movimiento?
Sí.
Yeah, we are. We're gonna
Yeah,
keep
we're
this
about to
going.
get to there. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. Stay tuned. Follow HeyPlebes on Instagram if you want to hear more about Hey Chicas.
Yes, definitely. You will see our Instagram page coming up pretty soon. So yeah, muchas
And
gracias.
you guys can
Follow
definitely
us.
ask us questions for next time if you guys want a female perspective, because we got
yes.
4 right here. And LG.
Period.
Yeah, shout out to Husky, Mickey, and
Also-
sometimes
And
Mickey
LG.
and LG for letting us do all this. You guys are
Muchas
awesome.
gracias, plebes.
Thank you guys.
This has been
Yeah.
really fun to watch. I just got to tell you guys, it was interesting to see your point of view. So I definitely
Yes.
want you guys to come back if you can.
Wait, since
You
we all
guys can
shouted
also
out
queries.
men that are nice, baby, shout out to my boyfriend. There's no reason you should be following me home at 11 when your house is literally right there, but you still do it. So love you.
Aww.
We love that. We stand a respectful
Yeah.
king.
We do.
We do.
All right, ahora sí. Muchas gracias.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
So pick me. So choose me.
Choose me.
Love me.